What are their ranches? Okay, cool. So this is the junk that we get. Those last 40-20 horses in the breaking yard are only 2d20. A lot of them got away, but Luna was able to secure a few of them.
I believe we rolled for all that.
Yeah,
I think we might have. Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
All right, so both
Oh my gosh, that didn't turn out so well.
both Darren and Kaylee got away, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, little bastards.
After they tried to kidnap me like twice.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Desperate to get away with you, weren't they?
Okay.
It was a fine piece of mage ass.
Hot. Super hot.
Yeah.
Super hot.
I was wearing
I
my
see
best
what
black
you did
cloak, so, you know.
Can't blame him, can you? You know, like you were asking for it wearing that cloak.
He was
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
one could say I
asking
was
You just
for
run
hot.
around in the battlefield unarmored like that, you whore.
Yeah.
Not even with some leather armor to cover your butt cheeks.
Yeah. Technically, my character could just walk around naked because of his innate fucking
the scales.
yeah, scales.
High five. Unarmored defense for the win, boy.
Alright.
Debbie's not afraid to wrestle you into some clothes, it's fine.
Ooh.
Rizal instantly drops all his gear.
You don't know me.
Judging by the laugh, I think I do.
I love playing a sleaze. It's true.
Well, the ranches are captured. The livestock is reclaimed. You start going through whatever equipment you can find, checking out the roadworthiness of the chariots, and yeah, they're just fine. Interestingly, it doesn't necessarily look like they were built for horses. That sounds pretty stupid, but it's kind of true. There's nothing wrong with using a horse, but it would appear that whatever creature is meant to drag this is lower than a horse. Like horses sit at their shoulders about 1.5 meters or thereabouts. And it looks like this was meant to be dragged by a creature not much bigger than 1.2 meters, 4 feet instead of 5 feet. It's an insignificant difference, and it certainly makes no difference for the effectiveness of the chariot. But Debbie would notice this. Luna might as well. Debbie might notice how strangely designed it is, and Luna might be able to conclude that it's designed for a creature not as tall as this. Maybe a pony, perhaps? Maybe? Who knows? It'd be hard to see a pony being able to pull a chariot like this in an effective manner. You might as well just walk. But yeah, so these are interesting things, and I guess that's all there is to say about it.
Are there any like harnesses with the chariots at all that might hint a guess at what they're meant to be secured to, any more than what you've described?
Yeah, I suppose you can make an insight check, maybe.
I think I will have a crack. This is a 15.
I'll let you sort of guess some creatures, and I'll say whether it might be suitable.
The
yeah.
first thing that came to my mind was like a giant lizard, pretty much. Otherwise, yeah, I guess boars is not a bad idea either. The war pigs, as Debbie suggested. What else could pull a chariot that's designed?
I mean, really big dogs.
And it's
Yeah, definitely.
It's designed for
It looks.
what?
In fact, it looks perfect for a really big dog. That's what it looks like it's built for.
Like a hellhound, maybe?
Giant
Like
wolves?
Yeah.
goblins do that one thing. Some of this equipment was geared out for non-humans.
Mm.
Like, and some of that stuff that we found coming up from Sembia was all guilt for non-humans. I'd wager that all these weapons were going to be sent to a goblin tribe to fight a proxy war.
Some war chariots.
Exactly. That sounds like something goblins or hobgoblins in particular would be into. I'm looking at the like the wheels, how like what kind of terrain do I think those are built for?
I dare say rugged terrain. Chariots are pretty much useless except on flat ground. You can't use them going down hills. You can't use them through forests. But you see this road that we've got here running through. I might change colour. The road that is running straight through this camp, they're perfectly suitable for that. So something like a desert road. I meant to say a dirt road, or a desert, or open fields, or very low rolling hills. As long as it's relatively flat terrain, then this would probably be able to handle it. It's they look durable enough for rough conditions.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we got the stuff. I forget rolling through. I recall we got like 5 sets of saddles and harnesses and shit.
We picked up where have I got it? 8. So there are 5 saddles.
Okay.
And a shitload of horseshoes.
Well, at least we can get back to Shadowdale much quicker. We load up the
Yeah, there's another cart here.
Yeah, load up the carts, and we got 5 people to play cowboy with.
Yeah, is that the plan? We're gonna cattle drive all of this livestock and stuff, just column it back to Shadowdale?
I think that's our only option, really, honestly.
Like, how else are we gonna get it back?
Yeah, if we leave them be, they won't, they'll wander off. Like, our best chance here is to more or less keep them moving, get them to Shadowdale, where we can get actual professional ranchers to deal with it.
So, and then do we beeline, through the hills, back through the forest?
On horseback, do we think we can get back in a day of hard riding?
Well, I mean, on horseback we could, but...
Not with cattle and sheep.
No, looking after all the livestock, making sure, it's all...
That's right.
It's going to be a slow travel, I reckon. Making sure it all comes back.
3 days.
Yeah, I'd say we don't risk the hills then. Yeah, if you're just running a herd of horses, though, I mean, I'm sure we could do that, but we're not just doing that.
Plus, if the White Crag Giant rocks up...
Oh, fuck.
That's the whole column just fucked, basically.
Nah, we kill
We
it.
all gotta test out our horse archer-ness.
I mean, the only other option we have really is sending someone back to go get people to help drive the horses. But I don't know if we want to split things up like that.
Either way, it turns into an escort quest, and frankly, I'd fancy horses odds better than commoners.
Yeah.
I don't want to say they're smarter, but they're definitely tougher and faster.
Faster's the big one.
Yeah.
And there are what? 6 of
Could
us
we-
and a wolf.
Yeah. And a troll.
And he's probably piling skulls and chewing on the like dying Centauran fighters.
What's the plan with the troll? Gonna leave him? Send him to.
I think we just like leave him as is. I mean,
Because yeah, we can't exactly bring him back to Shadowdale, can we? Especially. Like,
I mean, we definitely could, but I don't
he's-
have money for him.
if he starts spouting all this shit about, oh, like I'm trying to join the Zentarum, and these people told me like I could join the Zentarum, like it's just I don't see it going particularly well.
I mean, I see the Zentarum walking up, seeing a troll over a burning like former outpost, and just probably killing him. But you never know.
But he's also a beefy boy, so he's kind of hard to kill.
Yeah, dude, he held down. I mean, with the help of your fireball, he took like roughly half that combat and just singled it.
Yeah.
Weren't we planning on going somewhere else after we're done with the herd here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've-
Do we want to just discuss that right away, or go deal with this stuff and wing it?
I think we go handle the like try and get all this stuff sorted, and then once we have like a moment to collect ourselves in Shadowdale, we sit down over a pint and have a chat.
That makes sense.
So, for right there, can we just kind of beeline through the woods here? Head straight. Let's head east then.
I'm almost thinking
Take
we
back.
go the way we came.
Yeah, I think we go back the way that we came.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for those hobgoblins because now we have something to steal.
Yeah.
Truth. If we do, we should pre-work this out where we have one team that goes off chasing and one team that stays with the horses. I hate to say this, Luna, but I think you need to stay with the horses.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have the best animal handling.
I was gonna say you're the only one who speaks their language.
I'm happy chasing down gobos, so I'll put myself in that pile.
Yeah.
Chase too far.
Roz would take any opportunity to go burn something.
Yeah. It's more.
You have
who
lots
else
of
do we want?
options. You've got lots of options of what to burn, Roz. Whole forest here, man. Like whole giant open forest here. Just
Just cause a wildfire. Like walk into Shadowdale, it's just a blaze behind me. It's like, yeah, it's fine.
Stop.
the
I'll
elves
take
didn't
the
want their
mail.
forest burned. They should never have left it.
Yeah.
I will say this in fair warning that if you do go full chaotic evil, I may pull a chaotic neutral and knife you in your sleep. This is fair.
I'm
warning.
chaotic neutral.
Yeah, just don't go chaotic evil.
Just don't go full retard.
He likes burning things with a purpose, okay?
There we go.
As long
See,
as, as long as there's purpose.
pyromaniac with a purpose. You're like Dexter, but with
Yeah.
pyromania. You burn other pyromancers. Justice.
All right.
I think we make a beeline through the way back. Will that be 2 days running that cart, or would it be 3 days?
we can. We've also got like we have a lot of rope that we can put to use as well. Like I don't know how helpful that's going to be droving all this livestock.
I think as long as we all have, those of us who are good enough at it, have lassos. But I figure Flint and Luna probably operate as outriders. And Razul runs the cart, or vice.
Well,
Which one of us do you want where?
if I'm chasing off, I can't exactly be sitting on a cart. If you want me to
I'll
if you
sit
want
on
me
the
to s-
cart then.
I can sit on the cart and watch the column, but yeah, ultimately it's it depends on what we want to do and how we're going to divide
Oh
ourselves.
no, I get the safe job. Darn.
Do you want to chase? I don't mind. After all that combat, I could use a seat.
That's fair. Honestly, I sucked at that combat. I would love to go shoot some hobos.
Go on, I'll give you a chance.
Back in the saddle.
So we've got me on the cart, we've got Flint outriding. We've got Luna outriding on the horses, managing horses. We have Raz. What would you like to do, Raz?
I like a chance to fight.
Alright, chasing hobos. No worries.
I think I'll stay close.
Debbie kind of go where she's needed.
Try to support.
Okay, and then we'll have we'll go Devi and Dahlia can hang with me, then, and we'll watch the column.
Oh, Debbie's gonna go chase the goblins.
Okay,
I don't want to hang with. No, just kidding.
Are you sure? It's awfully warm next to me. I'm so sorry.
What type of armor are you wearing?
Oh, leather.
Not metal, I don't think, right?
Oh, okay.
It's definitely leather.
Superheat the crotch plate.
Not the cod piece.
Oh, yeah. You cast heat metal on the cod piece. There you go.
Oh no.
Jeez.
That's what you get for wearing armor.
All right.
Do not piss off the Forge Cleric.
It's just turned into a shirts versus skins moment.
Skins rule.
Gold tape rules.
I'm sad that there aren't any camels here,
Alright.
but I'll take a horse.
Save a horse.
Nice chestnut one.
Sold yourself with a horse instead of a camel.
Yeah, I'll,
Mr. Badine way.
there's no horses, so yeah, I think that's how it has to be.
Your ancestors stare disapprovingly.
Shut up, I know. Maybe I'll just walk. Alright, let's mount up.
Alright. Alright. So you've worked out who's going with which group, or more to the point perhaps, who's going to be engaging in pursuit if it comes to it. And now we start cattle driving.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. There's a bunch of jobs that you can do during the cattle drive. Probably the most obvious one is looking after the cows. A little less obvious might be having a scout or something. But as I can see, you've already laid out some idea of what you want to do. Ooh, how do we do this? We're going to need a bunch of checks. We'll probably make it a 4-6 check, which means that you need to get 4 successes out of 6 rolls. You can only use the same skill twice, and you can only use the same person twice. So have a think about what 6 checks you want to make, and then assign them to the individuals that you want to make. Only the same skill can only be used twice, and the same person can only be used twice out of all 6 rolls.
Well, we have 6 people. What if we all just took 1 check? It's just we can't all do athletics or perception or something.
Yeah.
That's right.
Alright.
Well, to start off, I guess I'll do animal handling, trying to focus on the horses mostly, because that's the money.
I think that's a great place to start.
Can I pray for guidance for everyone?
No, because guidance is an instant thing, and this is an extended test.
Alright.
So Luna's got the animals under control. We don't need to worry about that. Between Luna and Nyx, the entire column of horses, sheep, and cattle are doing what they're told.
Well, Flint's gonna do some of that dirty work. The feeding, the pushing cows, the yanking them back, pushing them back into line and whatnot. The athletics is what I'm getting at.
Not intimidate?
The little things. Not very good at that.
Yeah. So what are you running up to a cow and fucking shoulder barging it? You're gonna give it a left hook? Is how does athletics really help?
No, that's what you got a lasso for.
Oh yeah, athletics with a lasso, that works out okay. Yeah, it's kind of more acrobatics, but still.
You could call that acrobatics then if you want.
Alright, make it an acrobatics check as you lasso any loose ones that get away. You're shit at it.
I'm gonna re-roll on that. Let's burn it
Alright.
away.
Alright. You're shit at it at first, but you get the hang of it. You realise that lassoing a sheep is pretty useless, and you stick to just lassoing the the cows and the horses. Fucking lasso a sheep.
Sheep
Just
just
hog
sits there.
tie him and throw him on the back of my horse, Red Dead Redemption style.
Exactly it.
If possible, I'll keep an eye out for livestock trailing from the column and point them out to Flint from the cart as we're moving.
Okay.
So I'll roll up the perception, I suppose. But if you've got something else in mind, I'm happy to take
I
it.
think perception is exactly what you're looking for. As you say, you're keeping an eye
Yeah.
out. So.
Ooh. I'll reroll.
Oof.
I know, like, come on. There we go.
Oh.
Oh.
At first, you can't see the cattle for the trees. But what changes? What changes between you being incompetent and you becoming absolutely perfect for your job?
He puts on his spectacles.
Yeah, put my glasses on. Nah.
He
You
wipes
finally
your
realise
eyeballs.
that you're short-sighted.
Yeah, I've been denying it for the last 40 years.
Hey, it makes sense. Come on. Like tries to hide that he has a pair.
Probably that or a stern word from our cleric, I think, might whip Rizal into a bit more of a alert state.
Yeah, maybe you don't take it very seriously or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Pretty slack, you know.
I'll ask him if all the Dean men are this lazy.
Ooh.
It stings the pride a little, and so that's straighten up the back and sit there properly watching around.
Got that schoolboy pride up.
Absolutely, yeah.
I know how to prod him.
All right. So this is good. It's going well so far. Aside from the fact that we've had to use our inspiration, but it's going good so far. 3 more tests. Any volunteers?
Sure, I'll go. I'm gonna try and use survival to check kind of ahead to see if I can find any predators that might be stalking around nearby.
Great idea. And there's wolves and the like. They've all been attracted to this, and although most of the animals are mature, most of the animals are fully grown. We have some colts, which is a young horse, but for the most part they're all adults. But the sheep are particularly vulnerable. The horses and the cows are a lot faster than the sheep. The sheep start lagging behind, and a wolf can run in behind it and just snap it on the back of the ankle. So you have to keep an eye out for that, or rather, how do you use survival to
see if I can find tracks for where they've been prowling around and see where if we choose a different route we might avoid their normal hunting area.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, that works really well. All right, go ahead. You come across a den of bears that have recently emerged from hibernation. It's at the end of spring now, getting a bit closer to summer, and so this mother bear with her bear cubs are out looking for some prey, and you give those guys a wide berth to save yourselves a lot of pain as a result. Okay, well that actually takes care of the rolls, but we can still keep going anyway nonetheless. So there's still 2 more checks to make. Who would like to make them and for what purpose?
I can do an intimidation check just to ward off anyone who's looking our way, kind of longingly. I don't know. Yeah, try to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just look like a big bag, bid bag.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite as effective as you might have hoped. You try to scare them off, but before you know it, a mountain lion has rushed in and taken one of the sheep and dragged it away. You know, you lose a single sheep. It's not the end of the world, but for the most part, you keep most of the predators at bay. this one bold mountain lion that gets it.
Always the mountain lions.
Why is the damn mountain lion? Not even in the mountains. What the hell's with this? Alright. That's it. Maybe it's a forest lion. Okay. So, one more roll, right?
Man, that was a whole gold piece for that sheep.
Bucks. You lost a gold piece.
Coming out of your paycheck, boy.
Fair. It's fair. Dahlia?
What you doing?
I can try an insight check maybe to try and predict what the herd is going to do next and try to head them off ahead of time to keep them in formation.
Excellent choice. Excellent work.
That's my girl. That right there is my girl.
Hey.
Oh, there, look at her go.
Okay.
She's one with the cows and the horses.
Yes. And Dahlia proves to be an excellent guide for the entire entourage, our entourage of countless livestock. And so, because Dahlia is effectively in front, being the guide here, I'll get her to roll a d1.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Truffle dwarf.
Please.
There we go. Alright.
2 dragons in the sky. God damn it.
Yeah, that would be fucked, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Breath
jeez.
weapon would be very useful. Right about now.
Oh god.
Think of all the dragon meat that we could put on all these horses.
And all the meat of the killed livestock. That...
I mean, yeah, look at all this, like, you say herd, I say, like, bonus HP.
Oh, there is a merchant coming down the road, or a merchant wagon. A couple of merchants in there. A beautiful woman, lithe and not exactly dressed for the road. She kind of, I don't want to use modern terms like stripper, but she kind of looks like she is dressed particularly ill-suited for traveling. Her silks are skin tight to the point that you can make out the impressions on certain parts of her body. She's also armed, and she has a mask, like a bandana over her mouth. I think I've got a picture actually. I'll see if I can find her. Anyway, where? I think she's in here. Let me just find her. There she is. Yeah, there she is. This is what she looks like. Cut and paste some stuff. She's an old character. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, she's pretty ill-equipped for rugged rural travel. She rests a light crossbow on her lap, and she's keeping a strict observation on what's going on. The wagon has already pulled over to the side when Dahlia discovers it. You probably just emerged from the forest now, and you probably just made it to the road. So we're probably around about down here. And you can see that the merchant wagon has already pulled off the road before you've even arrived. She's not alone. She has a dwarf who is the driver. He's got the reins on the animal. And it looks like they've got a relatively modest wagon. It's a lovely wagon. It's good quality, lovely varnish and everything. It's a nice wagon, but it's not particularly big. It probably could hold no more than 2 tons worth of equipment. A pretty standard sized wagon, really. So yeah, the fair maiden, if we shall call her that, and her dwarven companion have pulled off the side of the road. just as Dahlia emerges from the forest with 100 livestock in tow. Dahlia?
If I can get a column to stop.
Yep, that's no problem. Yep, that's you got these guys well and truly under control.
And once everyone catches up, let them get the lay of the situation. Decide what we're going to do.
Merchants, maybe?
That's what they appear to be, although their manner of dress is quite unusual.
Have we had like a short rest by now?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's been more than a day. You probably camped out in the forest. Had some marshmallows around the fire. Maybe did a bit of Brokeback Mountain, but now we're on the trail again.
And that was long rest, right? So our spell slots are back.
Not for the people who did Brokeback Mountain, but for everyone else, yes, it was a long rest.
All right.
Oh darn.
Alright, well, they've been kind enough to pull over.
Suppose we're kind of rude blocking the road then. I mean, we gotta talk to him now. We don't want to seem weird about this.
Aye, I'm sure you want to talk to her, Flint. You go ahead.
Just half a dozen racially diverse warriors emerging from the forest with 100 livestock. Nothing to see here.
They just rolled in the
Well,
random
racially
encounter.
Diverse.
Anybody else?
We're
wanna
all
go up
human.
with,
Are we all human?
Yeah.
We are too. What am I talking about?
diverse humans, though.
That's human.
That's true.
That's racially diverse. That's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, anybody else coming up to go sample their wares?
I fear that my eyes might fall out of my head if I come with you, so I'm just gonna stay put.
Roz is just going to be close enough to be able to cover anybody if anything goes awry.
Oh, I'll go up. I'll go up with Flint.
Yes!
Yeah, I'll join Flint too.
Yes!
Shoot up at least all of them.
Melee
Make
characters.
sure not slip away.
Yeah, I'll stay with Raz and Dahlia. Make sure the column sits tight in the meantime.
Yeah? We approach on horseback.
Gonna wave a greeting.
Hail, travelers!
Howdy.
Oh, sorry, I forgot the proper vernacular for cowboy drive.
Yeah, get it right. You're embarrassing all of us, God.
Top of the noon to you.
Top of the noon.
You're
Gosh
fired.
darn it, that screwed up again.
It's not too bad. It might be.
It's only like 3 hours on a chalkboard. It's fine.
Did Arctic have to step off?
Maybe.
Or does it die again?
He made
I
no
don't know.
mention of it before he.
I mean, he's allegedly fairly ill, so I don't know how much.
No, I accidentally pressed mute. I didn't even notice that I did it. I must have been.
Okay.
Yeah. I kept wondering why no one was listening to me. Anyway, so the lady appears not nervous but apprehensive. Those of you, the most observant people, would notice that she loads her light crossbow, and you also might see that she applies something to the tip, to the bolt, the tip of the bolt. I don't know if there's a name for the tip of the bolt. There probably is.
Bolt.
I think it's the
Bolt
head.
head?
The head?
Bolt head?
Oh, the head.
Just like arrowhead,
that.
bolt head.
Yeah, I'm going with that. So she applies something to the head, but she keeps the weapon low. She keeps it in her lap, and the dwarf seems to look at her for I guess, approval or instruction, but she gives nothing. She doesn't even give a gesture or even look in his direction or anything. And the dwarf returns your greeting. Howdy. Driving them doggies to town, are you?
Yep, just making our way downtown.
Oh, well, top of the noon to you.
What are you guys doing out here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, we're just heading up north, going as far as the Moonsea. We are. Come from Dagger Falls, we have, and heading up to the Moonsea, doing a bit of trading.
Oh. Well, I hope you guys enjoy it up there. Sure, it's kind of a nasty place right now, though.
I
Are you
heard the
trading?
same. Heard the same.
What are you
Say,
trading?
General goods. Got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. In fact, if you've got anything that you want to take off your hands, we might be able to give you a bit of coin for it. We're just in the market of knickknacks. I can't think of the right word, but yeah, just junk.
Clutter.
Begin
You want
with
some sheep?
I suppose we could take a single lamb, I guess.
Hold on, what about the snakes thingy?
Oh, yeah.
The what?
Yeah. The snake statue.
Wait, to these guys?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I
Make
don't
some-
think they'll pay as much for it as they don't really strike me as people who have a lot of money. Like, if we want money for this, we can fence that in Serpent Bridge.
That's what they would give for it.
Yeah. Kind of show them what you got this. It's
They
one
are-
thing.
I don't know if
Quarter
they
of its
want
value.
poisonous. Yeah, I don't know if they want poisonous snakes. And I mean, the poison alone that I could harvest from that and resell is gonna beat that price.
Flint retires to be a snake farmer.
So we've still got. I forgot that we still had that snake statue, don't we?
Yep.
Roll a d10. Whoever's carrying it.
Is that me?
Yeah. In fact, make it 3d4 rather. Roll 3d4.
This is gonna go well.
You have lost 4 sheep, 1 horse, and 1 cow to snakebite.
Oh.
So 4 sheep, 1 horse, and a cow.
Yeah, because we're bringing all the snakes to the yard.
And they're like,
They're like,
it's damn, these sheep are tasty.
It's more like they don't want to get stepped on. They probably are dying in the process of it.
Yeah, we just walked through like a whole nest of snakes.
Snakes ain't trying to eat a goddamn horse. Not even a python would try to bite off that much. Okay, maybe a python would, but only a really big one.
And a very
little
small horse.
yeah, they're probably not trying to eat the animals. It's just when you're 100 snakes and 100 livestock, the snake's going to strike out once in a while, and yeah, so they just die from toxic shock.
Yeah.
My snake statue brings all the snakes to the cattle drive.
Oh, let's.
Are they able
Yeah,
to
they'll
sell
do that.
anything like saddles or riding equipment?
Yep.
Anything like
Oh,
that?
horseshoes.
Yep, they have some of that. Yeah, they've got some of those. Unfortunately,
buy
they're
it?
charging a pretty decent price. The regular player's handbook price. So they're buying for a quarter, but they're selling at full price.
I think we're gonna get better prices off in Shadowdale.
I don't remember what shadow.
Yeah, I think we'll do better in Shadowdale.
If nothing else, the raw iron that you can get from that many goddamn horseshoes is gonna sell better.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, we got all these horses. Debbie's normally the person they pay to shoe their horses.
Yeah. Well, let's hurry up and get out of their way so they can continue on.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, they wait for you to pass instead. The dwarf seems like he's ready to just go straight through the column, but the lady, with a shake of her head, kills that idea dead. and instead they wait for you to go past them. And she never lets go of the crossbow during the whole time.
Well, good luck up in the Moon Sea. I need it.
I give her a big grin and a wink as we ride past.
May the shadows follow in your favor, she says as you pass. Luna, you have thieves' camp?
So do I. I
Who
do.
does? Who has thieves' camp?
Yeah, I do. Now.
Alright, she gives a parting, like a goodbye, that is commonly used by shadow thieves.
May
yeah.
mask protect you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I return the expression, yeah. And to you, fair lady. And like tip my imaginary cowboy hat.
Spit your dip into the ditch.
Wait, she says. Do you know anyone in Dagger Falls? Have you been there before?
I had a brief stint there some time ago, maybe a week or so ago.
But do you know anyone there?
A few people, actually.
She uses the thieves' cant again, says something a little bit cryptic, which basically means, do you know anyone in the guild there?
You're talking about the proprietor of Westgate Wagons.
She smiles and taps the side of her wagon, which is a Westgate wagon. That's she's driving a Westgate wagon. I am looking to buy some. She uses a terminology for poison. Maybe some juice. I am looking to buy some juice.
You talk to the right man here. I'm gonna toss her the last water skin.
How many? Any idea how many doses there are in there?
I think
It's 10 doses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's allowed 10.
7 venom's worth 200, isn't it?
This yeah, I
let's
think
see,
this
you
is
gave me the value to it.
it's all here.
It's in. Oh, there we go. Okay. So she will offer you 150%, which would be what 3,000 gold pieces.
I think both Flint and I just what?
Yes, ma'am.
She hands it to you in Westgate trade bars, platinum trade bars. Each trade bar is worth 250 gold. It's platinum, 25 platinum. And I'm not going to do the math. What is it? 4 times 4, 16, I think? No, not quite. 12. Yeah, I think 12.
16.
Yeah, it's 3k she's paying. It's gonna be
Yeah, 3,000. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they, it's just like a modern bar of gold, like at 99.9% pure. It's got the logo from where it was forged down in Westgate. Like this stuff is authentic. It's really hard to forge something like this, at least without magic.
well, thank you kindly for your custom.
The pleasure is all mine, she says. It is always good to see how far the guild has extended into the north in recent times. I am taking it even further north now. If you ever make it to Vunlar, make sure that you get in contact with our friend Needles. And her name is Orchid.
Where might we find this Needles if we're ever in Vunlar?
She normally hangs around the any place that she can get drunk and hide.
The slummiest of the slums. Got it.
What about you? Where are you going? Said Moonsea, right?
I will go to Vunlar and catch up with Needles, and from there we will head further north to try to ascertain how easy it will be to exploit a region in chaos.
You're talking about Zental Keep, aren't you?
Of course.
Well, if you ever need somebody to get in the inside of that, that's my hometown. I know all the alleys there. I'm sure
I
we've
would
seen
reckon-
each other.
I would recommend you speak to Needles first. She may have some information for you when you head up in that direction.
Be sure to do that.
Good day. And thank you for the snake venom, she says, looking around at all these freaking snakes that are following you.
It's worm venom, really.
I see. We drive on forward, and she waits until you're well and truly out of sight before getting back on the road.
By the gods, Flint, that was fortuitous.
I like her. Always talk to the pretty girls. Look, Luna, money.
Oh, money!
Luna's like, this isn't money. This is like a brick. You build houses out of these things. You can't buy
Right,
things
take some
with bricks.
bites. Can't eat. This is the worst candy bar ever.
How's a grand bar?
I'd be able to take one and check it out, make sure it's like legit, not
Yeah.
fully real. What went on?
Yeah, it's been forged in Westgate. Westgate is one of the premier trading cities in this part of the world, or indeed anywhere in the world. It's from their bank, so it couldn't be more authentic.
Just
Are we
let out a
throwing
bit.
all that in the party fund, or?
Just left it there for now. If you want to divvy it up, we can.
We all just got paid. We'll put it there for now.
Yeah, that's fair. And we're gonna get paid for the rest of this cattle too.
No, dude,
Oh,
we
yeah.
need to set up the appropriate snake farm, because that will be quite literally a fucking gold mine if we like stay nice with the Thieves Guild.
Uh-huh. I think I can make a few traps or snakes as we're moving.
We just, you know, honestly, if you asked them nicely and gave them mice, and we do have a rat problem, so we'll get to this when we have some downtime.
Downtime up in Dagerdale.
Yeah.
So, we buy the baker.
Good idea.
She's
Never.
the one with your problem.
There you go. You can become the premier entrepreneurs of the region with your
Yeah.
bakeries and snake factories and unlimited amounts of horses. That's it.
Sounds ridiculous when you say it like that, but it's a solid idea, I swear.
It's just so obviously poisoned.
It's going to take about 3 days to get back, and we spent about 1.5 days getting here. So it's kind of the homeward stretch at the moment. Luna, D12 please.
Uh-oh.
Flint, a D12. Flint, a D12. There we go. Cool. A D100 please, Flint.
97.
Close. Yeah. 27 is my lucky number. Let's see what's the lucky number here. Ooh. It's a bonfire. I might take a bit of time to read this. I'll be back in a minute.
You'd love to
Why
hear
do
it.
I always get the ones that he says, I'll be right back?
Because that's not ominous at all.
Right? I mean, it said bonfire, so we'll see what the fuck happens here. I just want to get back to Shadow. I also like how that side encounter just gave us more fucking walking cash than anything else. And good lord, what if I wouldn't have used any of that poison?
That would have.
By the way, you squirted what 3,000 gold worth of poison in that guy's face. Come on,
Dude, yeah.
really gotta hate.
honestly, if you've ever played in other games with me, you would know that I burn through consumable magic items like they're fucking like Pez.
You actually use them?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm the one exception to like the player characters never use their shit. Like I get scrolls and bombs and single-use items and just like expend them constantly.
I think once we get the horses back, I can finish paying off my armor, which would be nice.
good lord, I just need to get me necklace of fireballs.
No. No.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I don't trust you with it.
Accidentally
Yes.
drops them. Just giant
Yeah.
fireball.
I
Fire
wouldn't
directed
give
idiot.
my
Do we
daughter
need
a
to?
handgun. I'm not giving you a necklace of fireballs. I'm sorry.
Say
Same
that like you
level of
can stop me.
young man. I will put your nose in the corner.
Can't catch
At around
me.
about midnight, we've camped here on the side of the road. It doesn't really matter who is on watch, but at around about midnight, whoever is on watch, perhaps we could say it's Dahlia, whoever is on watch will notice a fire up in the hills, in the forest. It's not the direction that we've come from. It's not far from the direction we've come from, but it's not in the direction. At first you think it's a large campfire, pretty fucking large, but it just grows and grows and grows. It doesn't get out of control though. This isn't a forest fire. It hasn't started to spread or anything. It's just like someone decided to light the biggest fucking fire in the Dales for fun, I guess. Hey, has anyone seen Raz? Is he here? Oh, there he is. It's not Raz. So
Not this time.
not this time. So yeah, it's probably about 2 miles away, and in the darkness, that's a fair distance, particularly for people who can't see in the dark. But yeah, there's this massive fire up in the hills about 2 miles away. It's one of the biggest fires you've ever seen in your lives. One of the biggest contained fires.
Can we hear anything?
Yeah.
Like any noise coming from that far off? I mean, if it's a clear night or we got some clouds over, like,
guess you're
maybe
right.
we can hear something.
Yeah, 2 miles isn't that far. Yeah, go ahead and make perception checks.
Ugh.
Would I know of any celebrations going on in this time of year?
Good question. I guess it'd be religion, I suppose, since most celebrations tend to be religious.
Yeah.
It's none that you're familiar with. No.
Okay.
Devi, you hear animals. You hear howls and grunts and barks and growls, and it's odd. It's odd that so many animals of different types would all come together to have a big sing-along, big kumbaya around the bonfire. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, I have an idea what that is.
Yeah, me too. Want to go check it out?
You know, not really
Really
sure.
want to put on your armor for that? Come on.
You don't put on armor. Try it out.
I mean, I do. I don't think Devi wants to.
Well, let's go. Go check it out.
I don't
Roz
want
wants
to
to
hurt our
see,
horses. That's 2 miles. That seems unnecessary.
Yeah, we'll be back by dawn. Just me and you. Let's go.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
when you put
huge.
it that way. All right.
All right, so 2 people are heading up there,
Apparently.
and the rest of us are waiting behind 2 miles away.
I'm asleep.
Yep.
Roz is gonna go because he wants to see how the fire is doing.
Yeah.
He wants to know how he
Dahlia?
can learn this magic.
Yeah, everyone if I could.
Dahlia want to come with? Come on, it'll be fun.
It's a party.
Yeah. You want to sneak away? Your dad's asleep right now. We can, like, go have fun without him.
That's not creepy.
I mean, now it is. Now it's
Not
creepy.
even. I had to say something. Jeez. We're just gonna go get drunk.
Because I'm here to ruin your fun.
Three Musketeers, let's go.
Alright, 3 Musketeers can all make a stealth roll, assuming that you are being stealthy. If you will have to make it at disadvantage.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Dark Vision on myself as well.
Oh. Okay, come back and look at the rolls. All at disadvantage, right? Dahlia 14, Raz 13, 15, and 14. Got bad news. You've been detected. So, you traipse through the forest, and you get to the hills, and you can see that collected around this bonfire are about 20 humanoids and about 5 times that number of wild animals. There are wolves, there are big cats, there are bears. The whole gamut is here, and it would appear that there is some great ritual going on. A furbolg, a centaur, some halflings, some half-elves, some humans. They're all engaged in a massive ritual dedicated to some feral god. The wolves, the panthers, the dire wolves, the brown bears, the badgers, they all watch on, entranced, it seems, by this ritual that is being conducted by these savage ferals. It would appear that a pretty halfling with a very nasty countenance is leading this ritual. She's probably no more than about 2'10", dark hair, and she rides a panther while leading the ritual. They've wrapped something in leaves that you're able to ascertain after some time are humans. They've wrapped these humans up in leaves and they throw them into the fire to roast. And they dedicate this sacrifice to Malar, the savage god of wild beasts and the hunt. These are druids. And,
Are these humans alive?
It would appear that they might be, but they're so tightly bound up in vines and leaves that there's no escape for them. By the time you see them get tossed in the fire, you can be pretty confident that there's no saving.
Fun.
Fucking hell.
Holy
What
shit.
is even more fun is when you realize that you are surrounded. Bears and wolves and panthers have enclosed your position. They're growling, they're snarling. I think you've been captured. You can fight them by all means. You'll only be outnumbered about 20 to 1.
No. I'll just kind of raise my hands up and walk forward, just saying a prayer to Malar and try joining the ritual. Not quite that far, but
We're just here to join in the fun.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the fun.
Oh, very good. Because we are going to have a lot of fun tonight. I can assure you of that. Lunar, if you're leading the ritual as far as the party goes, make a religion check to see if you know the right moves, I guess,
Oh god.
to pass yourself off as a druid.
Good luck. Oh my
Beautiful.
god.
Beautiful. All right. So this halfling's name is Ace, and she is describing how these 3 humans have desecrated the forest, how they've chopped down sacred trees, how they've killed endangered animals, and how it is perfectly legitimately fair that if humans should eat your flesh, that you should eat their flesh as well. And so these roasted humans have gone into the fire and come back out, and they're now served up nice and crispy. And the druids invite you to come and join in the feast.
Oh, holy fuck.
Not going to be rude.
Not going to be rude.
I'm not going to take a bunch, but I'll... Yeah.
I'll follow Luna's lead.
So
And this is where half the party becomes cannibals.
Yeah.
They desiccated the woods.
Yeah, what is you grab that tender, tasty piece of ass, Raz.
Human tastes like veal.
More of a pig, but...
Into that forbidden pork.
Forbidden spork.
But wasn't Dahlia there as well?
Yeah, I'll take some, but I'm not gonna eat any. No one notices.
Make a sleight of hand check at disadvantage to try to bullshit your way past 80 creatures.
Can Nyx give advantage? Kind of like she feeds the dog under the table.
Yeah, alright, so it becomes a flat roll because you've got a puppy there, like, wagging its tail.
Oh, inspiration there. That's not much better.
Got that favored by the gods.
DC's 15, I'm afraid.
Well,
Isn't favored by the gods work for
ability checks and saving throws?
What does that do?
Yeah, I actually haven't seen you use that yet.
Yeah, what does it do?
Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that ability.
Yeah.
It gives me a 1d6, I think.
It adds 2d4 to a skill check or saving throw. It is a divine sorcerer thing.
Well, if it's the 2d4, it's almost impossible for you to fail.
Oh
right,
god!
Brilliant. Brilliant. Favored by the gods. Perhaps just at that moment there is a flash of lightning and a roll of thunder, and everyone looks over in a northerly direction as Talos, the god of storms, pisses off Malar because they hate each other. Chaotic evil gods, man. You might think they get along, they do not. They really do not. And so Talos gives the middle finger to Malar, and you are saved.
Yeah, take the opportunity while everyone looks away to like toss it into a bush or something, or push some into Nyx's mouth.
There we go. Nyx is delighted and just gulps it down. You know, it doesn't even touch the side; just goes straight into the gullet. All right. So she explains how these humans are lumberjacks, how they violated the sacred code, how they violated the Dale's Compact, and engaged in illegal activities. She talks about how the civilized people, as they call themselves, think that their lives are more important than the life of a tree. But a tree gives us oxygen to breathe, whereas all that humans do is consume the oxygen. This world should belong to the animals, not to the people. And if we can't live in peaceful coexistence, then there must be eternal war.
What of the termites that eat the tree, though? How different is that? Not saying they should go out as far as they do, but some needs to be taken and some is given.
Absolutely. She does. She concurs at this agreement. What she simply wants is equality. Humans have this notion that, and I say humans in the broadest sense, humanoids. Humanoids have this notion that this is their world, that they can do what they like, that they can kill, they can wear the skins of other creatures, and there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it's reciprocated. If you can wear a wolf skin, then a wolf should wear a human skin. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's when you would probably notice that that's what these Malarite druids actually have. Their leather is made of people. So that's basically what's going on here. Luna, you know enough about these rituals to have guessed that if they hadn't have accepted you into the ritual, they would probably declare a blood hunt. And what a blood hunt is
Jesus.
they all the druids and all of the animals and everything, they give you 1 hour. You can run in any direction you want, and they don't go anywhere for 1 hour, and then it's on.
Sometimes they live.
I mean, we could have done it, right?
Let's not run back over here.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I think there's like a time limit on it. They have until like
24 hours.
Still dawn.
24. Okay. We got a good chance there. We'd be okay.
You might have made it.
I'm sure our whole herd of horses would have been devoured by panthers, but we would have survived.
Yeah, no, the horses would have been gone.
Instead,
Or I still
I swear to
I
God,
gotta
if you guys
eat
had
some
rocked
human
back up and
flesh,
been
you
like,
know?
hey guys, by the way, about 100 animals and like 6 crazy druids about to eat us all. I swear to God.
Yeah, this is what, like, okay, Flint gets credit for being a bad influence, like, Luna's the real bad influence.
Come on. They have
You
a
know,
point.
It was exciting, I'll give you that. Not every day, you just eat lumberjack.
So if there's anything that you want to discuss philosophically with these cannibals, then now's the time to do it. Otherwise, they will accept you as one of them, as just another beast. And once dawn comes, you can return to the party.
Yeah. I'd imagine we kind of party with them for the night, celebrate.
Yeah.
But not a little conversation, nothing super deep though.
Yeah, I think you understand their philosophy these days. All they want is equality. You know, that's all they want, equality. Equality for animals and trees.
Humans probably need a little more equality, but it could be closer. It could be better.
Humans versus bears wrestling tournament, let's go.
I mean, I'd win. I got that +6 damage to bears,
Good point.
+4 damage at next level up.
You do well. You are a beast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, do you have any questions or anything that you wish to discuss with these individuals?
Oh, I have a little gossip I want in on. See, like, you know, I'm part of the gang now, right?
Yeah.
So about those were-rats in Dagger Falls. Listen here, you're not gonna believe this. They're trying to hire exterminators for their were-rats. Crazy, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's the were-rats have always been a problem for our community, our Malarite community. They don't have the same commitment to the cause. They're always so very selfish. I mean, they live among the humans, don't they? And just eat their scraps. Their beast spirits are quite weak, but they are one of us. And a rat has its place in nature, just like anything else. And that place just might happen to be under the table of the humans, stealing from them and spreading disease to their children.
What of the other lycanthrope in the area? I haven't run across them yet, but I keep hearing about them. What are they up to right now?
These druids are from the border forest, which is a fairly long way away. A couple of 100 miles, actually. It's all the way up here. So these druids are actually from the border forest, but they've come down here Ace is from the border forest, but they've come down here to join in this ritual with some of the more local werebeasts. They tell you about a sanctuary in the north of the hills, a sanctuary that belongs to some witches, some werewolf witches, but they're not associated with them. The werewolf witches are not Malarites. They're, for want of a better term, an independent nation. So these border forest druids, because the border forest is like the heart of the druid society, these border forest druids have come down here to liaise with some of the more committed religious druids down here, so that they don't feel alienated. So that they don't go all getting secular and building houses and declaring themselves queen. They've come down here to make sure that they're staying in traditional ways, like eating humans and going on blood hunts, healthy stuff like that.
Well, I mean, you're not all evil. You help the humans some of the winters, I forget what it's called, but the Great Harvest, the Great Feast or something is a Moloch ritual.
Absolutely. And every time you go hunting, if you invoke the name of Malar, then he may give you his blessing. Your philosophy is in line with theirs. They're not the sort of priests that love their god unremittingly, and they think that their god is better than all other gods and all that sort of stuff. On the contrary, they see Malar as just one piece of a very complex puzzle, but a vital piece. Humans want to get rid of Malar. They don't want to be eaten by animals. They don't want to have their children skinned. They don't want their farms burned down and their horses set free. Foolish humans. But the horse deserves to be free.
Mm-hmm. And you can't really blame them for wanting nice things in life. Maybe
No.
foolish for expecting them.
And if they can achieve it, if they can kill the mighty beast and wear its skin, well, that is testament to their hunting skill. The druids don't resent that. Like I said, they just want equality. They just want everyone to recognize that chopping down a tree is the same as chopping down a human.
Mm-hmm.
Arctic, you really love role-playing these druids, don't you?
Man, I love these druids. I love Ace. It's one of my favorite characters. When I set out to make them, I tried to make militant D&D Peter.
Some eco-terrorists.
Exactly, an eco-terrorist. But their philosophy is it's spot on as far as I'm concerned. I personally don't see a contradiction if you approach it from the sheep's point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, she's making sense to me. Like, this is like, oh shoot, all we gotta do is eat people, and then this is alright. Alright, this is fun, dude. Don't even have to like cut my own like blood or anything like Bane would always ask. Nah, dude, just eat a bad person. Like, that doesn't seem like fucking such an evil guy.
But not even you have to eat them. Just don't be against eating them.
Roz is going to ask them, now what would you say of the human who plants a tree where it cuts one another down? Let's say they need that tree.
Cuts down a tree so that they can plant one?
No, just replaces it, basically. So, what they're doing now, like, you cut down a tree, you plant another.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that, just as there's nothing wrong with going into somebody's house, killing their eldest child, and letting them breed another baby. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, the weak perish.
Exactly. And
If he
and
can't
when
defend himself, then maybe he deserves it.
precisely. But humans, what will they do when their weak perish? They bury them. The worms are going to eat them anyway. They might as well just feed them to the dogs. Like what's the point? What's the point of burial? The animals are going to eat them anyway. Just different animals.
Your daughter almost dated.
I don't know that.
Almost.
Oh god, and if like I have my way, you'll never hear of it. It's like, fuck you. You think I'm a bad enough person already just because of my tattoos, and I held you as a slave for a short period of time.
Yep.
Just for a few
bad
minutes.
It's okay. Later on, we were slaves together. I learned empathy.
Of course. That's all good.
Gonna be like that one dude in the Avatar movie, betray my people.
Yeah. One last thing I'd like to ask was about joining a circle. What would the
Yeah.
process be for that?
Oh, absolutely. They can ordain you here and now. In a way, they kind of already have by participating in the ritual. You've kind of opened yourself up to joining. So from here on, in game terms, you'd be able to multi-class as a druid automatically. You've got Malar's blessing to do so. If you wanted to join a circle, though, the only circle you'd probably be able to join would be either the land forest or the moon. She's a moon druid. A lot of these other druids are land forest druids, and so they can't induct you into a circle. Except for their own. But in game terms, we can also just sort of like brush that aside a little bit because it's not the sort of campaign where we have to go to quite that level of dedication. So all said, you could join the druids right now, and they would invite you to come to the moot in the border forest. I know I'm talking a lot here, but I'll finish up at this point because it is an important one, and it was almost going to go unsaid. I wasn't going to bring it up on purpose, but now that we're talking about joining the druids, this is an important thing. There is a moot coming up in the border forest quite soon. Exactly when, who knows, because it's druid time. You know, you can't tell the cows. I was going to say you can't tell the cows what time it is, but the cows do know what time it is. Forget that. There is a druid moot coming up soon in the future. We don't know when, but pretty soon. The druid moot is trying to work out what to do next on a big scale. I'll keep elaborating. I know it's a lot to take in, but I'll keep elaborating. Last year, 1372, during the Year of Wild Magic, the Archdruid, the Hierophant, the most powerful druid perhaps in the entire world, and certainly in this broader region, the Archdruid, the Hierophant Druid, the most powerful, the Archdruid of the Moon Circle, and the Archdruid of the Desert Circle all went into the Anarok Desert. They had heard strange rumors about a great shadow appearing. Apparently, just this massive shadow in the middle of the sky, and beneath this massive shadow is a huge lake. This is a desert. A lake just appears overnight. It's so big that it could practically be an inland sea. And so there's this massive lake, which is overnight. There's this flying, great big shadow, as big as a city, that is hanging up in the air a few hundred feet off the ground. And the druids went into the Anarok to investigate, to find out what it was, but they never came back. And that was 6 months ago. Any attempt that they've made to contact the druids, whether through messengers or through animals like birds or scrying or anything, has all failed. But they can't find any evidence that they're dead either. If they were dead, they'd be reincarnated, and we'd be able to contact their spirit. Oh, look, the druid's now a bird. All right, that sort of stuff. But there's no evidence that they've been killed. They've just disappeared off the face of the earth. And so the moot will be held so that we can not only decide what to do next, but also elect a new leader for the moon druids and potentially the desert druids and maybe even the Hierophant as well. They would appreciate your support at the vote. Every vote counts.
I'll do what I can to make it. See where the winds bring me.
Ace is quite the politician, and she considers that you have that she's just secured another vote in the moot. So Malar is blessing her for her commitment.
Does she give us like buttons made out of human skin and bones?
Teeth, yeah.
I voted.
Human molar necklace.
Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah. I mean, do we get a thigh to go, or?
I'm afraid there's just not enough to go around with all these animals. No takeouts, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But there's plenty of humans out there. Just go and take your pick. They recommend sage, thyme, parsley, and salt, but you can use whatever spices you like.
You gotta
I
use
also
honey.
prefer mine medium rare.
Honey. There we go. They concur.
I was just about to type out so you like your meat rare, but you beat me to it.
You gotta
Obviously,
steer the
Dave.
outside.
Humans just aren't very rare, though, are they? I mean, they're all over the fucking place.
Running rampant.
I was
True
just
that.
talking about using fireball. 5 seconds. I don't care how hot it is. You don't cook it all the way through. It's flash frying them.
Yeah.
Burning hands it.
Yeah, you gotta do what Debbie does with like a heat metal to get a good, consistent, like minute-long sizzle. You know what I'm saying?
We should have brought over some of those humans that I scorched from last time. I'm sure they
Okay,
were well
like-
done.
In
It's
any
okay, the
instance
wolves
other
ate
than this one, I think that people would probably react negatively to you eating people. This is the one role reversal where it's like I need to eat the people to not get killed.
Mhm.
If I was just like,
Yeah.
meat's meat.
Yeah, if I hadn't have had
You're a
my
strange
favored by the
man.
gods thing, I think I would have ended up on the spit, probably.
Fucking
No, we would.
Dahlia's never gonna hang out with us again.
Yeah.
Yeah, come along, it'll be fun. Almost ends up being a cannibal.
Oh yeah.
Frog's
Hey,
just over there picking the bone clean.
Beautiful. They have
The question
embraced
is-
you. They think you're awesome.
Yeah, he's just out there
Is
shooting
Dahlia
fire out.
gonna
Yeah.
tell-
Party.
Is
Doing
Dahlia gonna
poetry.
tell us?
The other
Debbie,
white
what
meat.
you... That's it. You were saying something, Debbie?
Yeah, is Dahlia gonna tell Razul and Debbie when they get back what just happened?
Yeah. So I assume that you've got no more questions for them. You can head back to the camp, and yeah. Do you tell everyone what we encountered?
Frog's
Parts
just
of
gonna
it.
silently lick his fingers.
Oh, Druid ritual.
I would tell the
Raising
full
this-
story. Without leaving anything out, I would tell everything.
You wake me up
Alright.
and tell me? Ooh.
Oh goddamn.
Hang on a second, I'm just
Nope,
having something
nope.
to eat. I'm gonna put this down for a second because this is important.
Be reasonable, Dahlia. What do you want? You don't say a word of this to your father.
I've
What
never
do you want?
lied.
Do you want my
Okay.
cut?
I never lied or hidden anything from my father. I'm gonna tell him
It's
everything.
not so much
Where
a
has that gotten
lie.
you? You're an exile on the run.
You can keep this one little bit from him, and I promise you that like he won't think any. Listen, they were gonna eat us if we didn't do it. I'm sure he wouldn't want to hear about that.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not judging you for eating the flesh. You had no
You
choice.
didn't.
I'm just. No, of course not.
Fuck! Why didn't I think of that?
Let me have a chair.
Yeah, I'm not judging you for eating it. I understand you had to. Like, I took a big risk in choosing not to eat mine. But I just don't think I could have slept at night knowing that I had eaten something like that.
Fair.
Nah.
You should just leave out the part where we all ate people. Just for the sake of our reputation.
Our reputation? I mean, I don't think it's particularly great to begin with.
Oh, you wound me, madam.
I mean, is she wrong?
Slings and arrows. All of you just slandering my good name.
What good name?
Well, at the very least, I'll save it for tomorrow then. So my father is less irritable. I have to. So yeah, he's not just been woken up.
Oh,
So you wait till
shit.
he's cooking his bacon and he's got like a pork chop and sausages.
Holy shit.
first sip of the morning coffee. Hey, by the way.
Wait a
At
minute.
least you waited until after you started your coffee, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty much
So
the
bad.
case. Yeah.
I snuck out with Flint, you know, that ex-Centaurum slaver, and with Luna, you know, the savage people, and we went 8 people.
When I tell the story, I'd portray it in a sympathetic light. Like I wouldn't try to demonize anybody.
I don't know, the facts are pretty demonizing.
So I'm being told this over my breakfast. Okay.
Sausage and pork chops. And, you know.
Yep. And so the plate goes down. First and foremost, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Secondly, is everybody else okay?
I believe so. We all made it back in one piece.
Okay.
And we won't go hungry for the night.
What the fuck is going on? Are you people serious?
What?
You didn't. There's this giant bonfire. You just like have to go and look at it. Curiosity is going to kill you. Curiosity has meant that you have now had to eat like other people, which is beyond fucking ridiculous, right? And don't get me
The
wrong.
most outlandish story I've ever heard. I can't believe that you would just believe that. Dahlia, you should know better than to make
Don't
up
you
lies.
start with me, Flint. I swear by Talos, I'll have your balls, right? Don't you start.
Do I get advantage on the insight check because I know both the people in question? And no.
God.
Roll it with advantage, man.
Yeah, you could roll. It's a DC 10. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I go up to Flint and pull like a piece off of his cheek. I'm like, what is this? That's what I'm saying. The crit is. It's like he's got a little bit on his like cheeky. His little bit in his goatee. He didn't
Stuck in
notice.
the beard.
No. It's like a whole fingernail right there.
Oh God.
This. And what would have happened had you not indulged these savages? What would have happened then?
Oh, they would have called a bloodhouse. I was
I
probably.
would have burned them.
I would have ran.
I have no words. I have no words.
I didn't eat any myself, and I took a big risk in doing so.
My point is, you shouldn't have had to in the first place.
I agree, it was foolish. If we were going to investigate, we should have gone together. I don't know what I was thinking.
These lands are savage and wild, all right, and we need to be very careful. We have what? We have all these livestock we're trying to return, and you people want to run off and start participating in these crazy fucking rituals, eating the flesh of people. Like, what is happening here? Should we just let's just waltz into the border forest and say, "Hey everyone, I want to be eaten. Let's go." Stupid. I know what it's like to be like, young and youthful, and you want to go and look at things and check it all out, and you want to be filled in and see it all and see the world, but it's dumb. Oh, the places you'll go. Oh, the people you'll eat. Fuck. Let's
I
just
was
get.
sampling the culture, alright? We made friends, saying. But,
You
oh,
got
by the
that.
way, we also got permission, inexplicable, indirect permission from Ace to kill the were-rats, so we were talking business, too.
We didn't need. We would have done that regardless.
I mean,
Yeah, but
now we
now-
have permission.
I was okay with it. Now the gods are okay.
How much damage from that right cross?
Good question.
Thank you, Devi.
It'll be strength +1. I mean, she missed one.
that would
but
be
then I
that would
touched
be.
her butt.
Well, the first was just kind of like a slap, but it would have been a 4 because my strength's +3.
Right.
If I'd have failed my saving throw to not eat the human meat and I was noticed, I would have tried to make the claim that I'm vegan. See how that goes. See how that goes down.
Holy shit.
I don't think it would have went too good. They're kind of like side.
You eat plants, you animal.
Where
I'm
they throw
like
you in because you're basically cutting down trees too.
Eat
It's like a cow, you know?
Friends or carrots.
A herbivorous lifestyle.
My point is, if we're out of town, we have to be careful, alright? I understand where they're coming from, right? It's all very modern, whatever. I don't really care about that. I'm glad you're all okay, but let's just, get our thinking caps on a little bit. Try to be a bit more careful, alright? And fuck, you're lucky you didn't tell me. I'm happy you didn't wake me up to tell me this bullshit, because I swear to God. Fuck. Let's get off this road and get back to Shadowdale, alright? Fuck.
Thanks for being the group dad.
I will turn
don't
this
have a
cattle column
paladin.
around.
You're not a paladin. You're not like that high charisma sort of character, but it's the your dad sort of patriotic. Like I feel your disappointment.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Debbie's a little bad,
Not you, Dahlia.
but she's also less vocal.
Dahlia, you're okay. Don't worry about it. But the rest of you.
What? What are you gonna say?
Hold on, who's just as bad as the rest of them?
No, Debbie, you weren't even there. Don't worry.
Okay. I know, it was the two of us left behind, and it's like, we're definitely two of the people who wouldn't. It's probably a good thing we were left behind.
I mean, yeah. I'm enough of a coward that I'm not going to try to make a stand over that.
I'm not trying to have a... My point now, right, is that this is a very roundabout... It's a very roundabout way of saying that I care. Alright? We've been traveling for a while now, and had I woken up to discover that you had been put on a spit roast to be eaten by wild animals, it would have been terrible.
We would have been fine.
Luna, that is a terrifying thought.
Got them cooking.
You should have
tools,
asked which leaves they were wrapped in. They did give you seasoning tips.
Yeah. They're cooking some bacon.
That would be like intimidation 100 though. Like if we're trying to like lay siege to a castle or something, and we're just eating one of the scouts.
Head on a spike, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this, Luna, that you use more seasoning than any cook I ever dealt with in the army.
Thank you.
Is that necessarily a bad thing?
I mean, you're welcome. Wasn't so much a bonfire as it was a barbecue.
Yeah, no, the bonfire gets too high. You gotta cook it over the coals, so you get the good taste.
There's a visible wince as you guys are talking about.
Oh man. You know,
Oh,
by the end of
right.
this game, oh god.
No, please.
By the end of this game, I'm gonna see if I can't do a blood ritual to just like every single evil god we got. I already got Bane and Malar. I guess I gotta get Talos and I guess Set.
Well, if we go back to the Talos pit, not too hard. Oh, you kind of have Mask. Is Mask evil? Oh.
Yeah, maybe we break for 5 then, if everyone's taking breaks.
Sounds reasonable.
Freaking. Yeah, Debbie's only eating her own rations from here on in.
That's
like,
100% the case now. No treats for me. Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
I guess Roz seems to be the only one who legitimately enjoyed it.
like, good lord, there's a match made.
But,
I end up turning into a Wendigo.
You mean Roz can be a Wendigo that can sprout fucking dragon's wings and
Oh,
throw
fuck
fireballs?
Yeah.
I see this as a win-win.
I see no downsides.
Yeah.
Good God.
Roz isn't going to end up joining the druids though, because he feels like there's too much wood for him to be able to use his flames freely.
You could go fire druid though.
Is that a thing?
It's a UA, yeah.
Wildfire Druid, yeah. See if I can find it for
Wait, is it completely fire based, pretty much?
Yeah.
pretty much.
It's awesome.
Cool.
You get a pet fire spirit.
Cool.
Oh, Wildfire Circle.
Yeah.
Oh, is Luna gonna take 2 levels in it to get that like little fire spirit?
I'm thinking
Oh my
about it,
God.
but we already got a fire guy.
Okay, like think about this though, having 3 attacks in combat like that, effectively 4 attacks in combat like that, that's amazing.
He said
Guys
we
feel-
could only do the Moon Druid circle though, right?
Oh.
That's the Moon
He
Druid
said-
circle politically. So there's the political side of it and then the mechanic side of it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's he was going off like player's handbook one stuff. It's not necessarily one that I would think of immediately.
Mm-hmm. What was this
I'm
one
sure
that
he-
you were speaking on?
Oh, the
I guess
wildfire.
Link-
Ooh, it does give me
So-
teleportation at 2nd level too.
Wait, really?
Yeah, the fiery teleportation is one of the spirit abilities. The spirit in each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet teleports up to 30 feet to an unoccupied location.
Oh
Then
wow,
each
that's
creature
awesome.
within 10 feet of that space must succeed a dex saving throw or take 1d6 plus 2 fire damage.
Here's another weird thing about that. Check the skills on that creature. It's got a +4 to nature
Yeah, plus 4 nature.
and an intelligence of 13. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that'd
just
be
not in
almost like
the.
having 2 animal companions. Shit, we get you find familiar, then you can have like 4 of them, dude.
Doesn't Druid get find familiar?
No,
I
it's
think
Wizard
they-
only, I think.
Oh, the Unearthed Arcana gives an alternative to where instead of using
Yeah.
Wild Shape, you can summon a familiar.
Yeah. Wild companion.
Why would you get rid of Wild Shape?
Oh no, it
Uh,
doesn't like get rid of it. It's an alternative use, so you can
Oh, okay.
just summon a spirit from the forest, more or less.
I'm actually not a fan of wild shape mechanically.
It's got its use, but I feel like I really strongly feel like you should get swim speeds right away and get flying speeds at like level 5.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like that's one of the big appeals to it, and it doesn't like unless you're a moon druid, it doesn't have a whole lot of combat use.
Yeah, and a Moon Druid, it's a separate class altogether, in my opinion.
Moon
Pretty
Druid
much, yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, especially at level 2, being able to take on direwolf shape is ridiculous.
Or Cave Bear.
Yeah, and granted, it slides off a lot more in usefulness, like between levels like 7 and 14. It's not that great.
You can pick up Elemental in that period.
It's good, but it takes both of your uses to use, and frankly, I think you're better off getting the HP soak of having 2 separate shapes. Like, I've seen it be useful, but only in certain circumstances. It's not as useful as I think it would be. Like, I will say this though, the like ability to gain like fire immunity,
Yeah.
or passing through stone like that's probably the biggest useful thing that you're gonna get from it.
Or was it 120-foot swim speed?
Oh my god, yeah, like water and air elementals are really good scouts. Fire elementals can pass straight into magma.
Yeah.
And earth elementals are really nice to have if you're doing any sort of Underdark shit. So you can use them to like open up passageways larger and shit. Yeah, Druid's a fun class, but I personally kind of struggle to play him.
My cup of tea either.
Like
Yeah.
if I want high wisdom, I like what the cleric has to offer.
Yeah, the only
There's
time
one
I like
appeal
playing
to the druid class though.
Druids are a lot more fun when you roll for stats.
Yeah, if you've got someone who's got like some really high especially if you can stack really high intelligence with high wisdom, I think it's the best way.
Or
to play
high strength with decent con and high
that
wisdom
too,
is
yeah.
pretty fun battlecaster then.
One of the most interesting characters I've ever seen was a barbarian druid multi-class.
And my first ever character, we did roll for stats in order. I got like 18 strength and 16 wisdom. I went druid and it was so much fun.
That is interesting. Then you can just grab like a fucking you can just grab a quarterstaff and just go to town on people.
Yeah, druids also get a druid only spell, which is one I've always wanted to use. Tsunami.
Tsunami is fun. I have used that a bunch.
Call Lightning is like it's questionably useful, but it's one of my favorite spells.
For
It's
a
why the
big
Tempest Cleric.
speed or set piece encounter, I used it. It was really powerful.
It's
Fighting off
nice
goblin.
that you can effectively like, especially if you have it upcast, like it pays dividends really, really well. And like as druid in particular, you can cast that, keep concentration, and then wild shape.
Yep.
Like I like it as the Tempest Cleric because you can just max a D10 damage thing. That's real nice.
I mean, yeah, but it's really awkward to get to with those.
I mean, how do you mean?
You just because you need what Tempest, is that a first level ability or is that a later ability?
Oh, it's their channel divinity at 2, and they get the spell at 5, so it's ready out the package at 5.
They do get the spell. Okay, I thought you needed to
Yeah, it's
multi-class the druid for it.
oh, it's a druid exclusive, with the exception that the Tempest Cleric gets it. I think the Storm Sorcerer should get it too, but that's the sorcerers have been done dirty, and they should have spell list.
Yeah. Like, that's what makes the Divine Soul such a good sorcerer.
Yeah, I mean, just having that one extra spell, fuck, dude, that makes a really significant difference.
Right. And then having the access to the entirety of the cleric spell list. Oh my god.
Yep. So,
Maybe I'll go Circle of the Shepherd.
interesting.
Have all the animals.
Okay. All right. So we are able to continue on our journey the next morning. Debbie, D12, please. D100, thank you.
So close.
Yes.
Nice.
Sexy encounters. So I'll take a moment to read. I'll be back in a short.
Wait, is it really called Sexy Encounters?
It might be.
It better be
I mean,
this
this
number.
is Arctic, and I'm fairly certain he put together these tables himself.
Yeah, I'd expect 69 to be something like that.
Fun. Roaming caravan of gypsies.
I can only hope that it's my time traveling gun dealer from a different campaign.
Okay. Take a moment to set up, but not very long at all. Let's see if
I don't like that.
Gonna do some horse archering.
Oh, this one.
Imagine if you took mounted combat and just ran around on a horse with a spirit right.
I mean, that's, yeah.
Could. We have horses now.
We do have horses.
Different game.
Honestly, though.
Yeah, about another 2 minutes, but probably not more than that.
It's
So
definitely a
we all
result.
getting horses
69.
after this, right?
Oh yeah, we should all get horses, at least for traveling between encounters.
Yeah, for nothing else. Okay, yeah. Very nice.
Okay. Alright. At one stage during the next morning, maybe the sheep and the cattle and everything, they kind of drifted during the morning. They like to eat that fresh grass with the morning dew still on it. I can't imagine that having a diet of grass is a particularly varied cuisine, but early morning grass apparently is better than the other stuff. Alright, we end up wandering a fair way off track, indeed. And we come to a small copse, a group of trees, a small wooded area. This small wooded area ends in a marshy swamp, a little river that has broken its banks during the rain, which seems nearly constant in the Dales. It's raining right now, in the middle of this small swamp, there is a little hut sitting on an island. The hut is about like a one-bedroom place. It's not very big. It doesn't look like it's got any additional rooms. Just a single one-room hut. The ground is particularly soggy. There's snakes everywhere. We probably brought them ourselves. Yeah, right. Just this lonely hut sitting all by itself. But at this point we've gathered most of our livestock. It's just we just see a single lone sheep wandering up the hill towards the hut by itself.
How far away is it from me?
Oh, it's a quarter of a mile, 1,000 feet. You'd have to cross like 1,000 feet of swampland to get there. Which is only going to be up to your ankles probably, but it's still gross.
Oh, ride a horse.
They're worth 1 gold piece, yeah?
They're worth a gold piece, that's right.
I say it's not
Is it really worth it?
honestly. We're gonna lose some sheep here, man.
Yeah. And what if your horse breaks a leg going through the swamp?
Or
No bueno.
the person riding it gets hurt. I learned nothing last night.
I'd rather not risk dirtying my clothing or boots. Or wounding the horse I ride.
I doubt anything in the swamp's going to give you a free meal.
No
Place
one
is
wants to
crawling
go
with
to the
snakes,
house.
though. So my guess is from my extensive knowledge of huts that you see in swamps. Let's pass on by it.
Oh, the sheep's by our house.
Extensive knowledge.
Extensive knowledge.
Does look a bit
Hey,
ominous,
have you
though.
ever
You've heard
read
a fairy
fairy tale?
tale before, right? Best case scenario, it's got a talking donkey.
Make sure I got this straight. There is a hut in the middle of a swamp, and our sheep is over there. Yeah.
Basically, right. So our animals are scattered during the morning. We've rounded up most of them, but a bunch of them are grazing at the edge of a we call it a swamp, but really it's just a series of rivers that have broken their banks. And in the middle of this swamp, there's a hill. The hill's not very big, and on top of this hillock, this foggy hillock, is a little hut. Doesn't look like it's well maintained. Doesn't look like it's well built, but it does look like it's inhabited. There's a small garden at the front of it, and some not linen but hides or flax hanging up on some makeshift clotheslines. Yeah, a lonely little house.
Why not? Debbie will go after the sheep on foot.
All right,
If Devi goes, I'll follow.
all right. Okay, so it's the pair of you. Everyone else, at minimum 1,000 feet behind on the other side of the marsh. So you begin walking through this marshy grassland, as soggy as it seems. Poisonous snakes are crawling everywhere, but we're probably used to that by now.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on the edge of this swamp, when you've crossed 1,000 feet and you're coming up towards the hill, just as you reach the edge of the swamp, you can see that you're not alone. There's this huge snake, like a Titan boa, that is almost like a sea serpent, right? The arches in its back appearing above as it slithers around you. You think you're being hunted, but it's a slow and steady hunt. The snake knows that you know it's there. You know the snake's there, and it's a big fucking snake, bud.
Well,
Okay, I keep an eye on it, keep wary of it, and make sure there's not another one sneaking up on me.
Sure.
slow and steady forward.
Yep. Can I
Slow
keep
and steady
going?
forward. And the
That's
snake
a big
keeps
beefy
gaining
boy.
on you. Big snake, 7 miles long. It's the rainbow serpent. You know the snake's there. The snake knows you're there. Who is the bigger out of the pair of you? I guess Luna with no armor? Sorry, who is smaller? Yeah.
Yeah, I do smaller.
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
Right. So it's gonna go for Luna. You see it coming. It's adapted to this environment. It can move straight through it. While you're it's probably difficult terrain for you, but the snake is able to slither through it without a problem. A snake shouldn't be too much to frighten you, even though there are only just two of you. All right, so Luna, you can see that you are being hunted by this giant snake.
Yep. As it starts moving closer to me, I'll take a swing at it
Yeah.
with advantage. $19 hit.
19 will be more than enough.
Oh, and then a +2 on that. So 10 damage.
Okay, the snake is injured, but angered by your response and attempts to constrict you and then devour you.
Misses.
Debbie.
I'm gonna frown at the snake, and yeah, my spear's gonna glow black, and I'm gonna try and stab it.
Yeah.
The two of them.
Will do.
Sorry, I did burn time, but the first one should hit.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Okay. The snake it grows ever more injured as some of its scales fall off. It loses a lot of coloration. It just grows more sickly, leaving it vulnerable to Luna's response.
I'll give it another smack.
Yep.
Chop, chop.
Yep. Chop
16.
chop. Yeah, 16. The snake is looking ragged at this point. You've hacked into it, and while it's still alive, the wounds that it has suffered are pretty extensive. But it's not giving up at this point. But it probably should. And Devi, you can probably finish this snake off with another 2 or 3 blows.
13 hit.
13. That'll do. Their scales aren't particularly strong snakes. Okay. And Luna, one decisive strike should be all it takes.
I'm gonna chop its head off.
That's the way. Brilliant. And as you execute this this serpent, a lamp comes on inside the hut.
You killed my guard dog.
Continue towards the sheep.
Get the sheep and get the fuck out.
Alright. The sheep by now is grazing in the garden. Bastard sheep. I know, right? And so you go up and collect the sheep, and when you do, you're able to look through one of the windows, which has a very primitive window shutter on it, like a little skin that hangs over as a curtain. And you can see within this very simple hut, it's kind of messy in there, but one thing stands out well and truly beyond everything else. In the middle of the room, there is a table with 3 chairs. Lying on that table amidst the clutter, perhaps a skull and a candle and some writing equipment, is a sword, a scimitar specifically, a beautiful scimitar. The sort of scimitar that is fit for a king. This curved blade is razor sharp. It looks perfectly balanced, decorative with spinels, which are like a red gem, a bit like a ruby, encrusted into the guard. It's an absolutely magnificent weapon. And at a glance, there's a lamp and a skull and some writing equipment and maybe a mortar and pestle and this scimitar just sitting there all by itself.
And it looks like someone's still living here. It wasn't.
It does look like that. I mean, the garden's been pretty well tended, so someone must have planted the carrots.
I kind of pick the sheep up, put it over my shoulders, like you do.
Yeah.
Try to fix the garden as best I can.
Yeah. You've got your sheep.
I'll just
Yep.
kind of stare around, see if anyone approaches or anything, but
Yeah, start heading back. I'm not about to break into anyone's house.
yeah. What am
All
I
right.
know? Story behind it, but
You look around. Make a perception check.
Not even gonna go knock on the door.
All right. So Luna, the house is not empty. There's someone in there. She's quite pretty, if a little bit too bony. Beyond being skinny, she's actually quite bony. And she has a pair of tattered wings, which look like they've been ripped to shreds. This woman lurks in the shadows of her own dwelling. Yeah, but you catch a glimpse of her nonetheless.
I'll call. Hello? Are you there? Anyone there? Sorry about our sheep. He kind of got in your garden. Can we repay you somehow? You got meat.
Welcome. I do not require your meat. I have a gift for you.
Oh, a gift?
Won't you come in?
Look over Debbie and like, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, Debbie kind of shrugs and why not? It would be rude not to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how much the dice gods love me.
So you enter this small hut, and the winged woman gestures towards a pair of seats around the table. My name is Destiny, and I am here with a gift from my queen. My queen offers you this majestic item. It will be yours. All that we ask in return is a favor.
What kind of favor?
A favor that you cannot refuse. For if you do so, your soul shall be forfeit.
I mean, I'm all for helping people. What needs to be done?
This blade will save your life. Without this blade, you will surely die. You will be defeated. That is all you need to take the blade and to promise a favor when it is asked.
I'll look over to Debbie. See what she's.
Debbie's not one for like unspecified favors.
Can I ask one more question first?
You can ask anything.
Who is your queen?
She is called the Queen of Coin and Slaughter, and she is not of this world.
Does Luna know what that means?
I guess it would be, I suppose, a religion check, maybe history. Never heard of them.
10.
Nah. Unfamiliar to either of you.
It kind of shrugs like, I mean, I don't need to murder anyone, right? Wouldn't be that kind of favor.
I do not know. I am only a messenger.
I've said yes to worse things, so I guess I can take this up.
You do understand that you cannot refuse the favor when it comes.
Yeah, I get that.
I do not want to deceive you. I am not some peddler of tricks. I am a bearer of gift. And the sword now belongs to you.
Oh fuck.
Thanks? I'll pick it up, I guess. Gotta examine it.
It is lying on the table. What do you do? Yeah. Like, it's magnificent. It's an Arabian blade, a Kalashnikov blade.
Hold on.
Curved, sharp. Yeah.
Before you touch it, I take 10 minutes. Actually, no. I'm going to do it as a regular... I'm going to cast it as a spell.
Yeah.
I think it still takes a minute to cast. It's
Yeah.
a full cast.
Oh, yeah,
that's
it's
not even a
minute.
ritual.
You can cast it as a ritual.
Yeah.
It is a scimitar of speed. They're in the compendium, but I think scimitar of speeds are +2 scimitars that allow you to use your bonus action to make an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I had a feeling that's what that was from the description.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Imagine haste on Luna as well. 3 tank.
Yeah,
How do you feel that your soul is forfeit if you don't follow through whoever the queen of what was it? The queen of coin and blade?
Slaughter.
Coin and slaughter.
Coin and slaughter.
hey,
I'm unfamiliar. I've honestly never heard that one, like even as a player.
I think I have a couple ideas of who it could be.
It's got to be related to Talos, I'm sure.
A Talos or the trade queen, trade goddess, or the goddess of luck. Could be any of those.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like, yeah, if Devi says, Devi gives me the okay, I'm ready to grab it.
So you take the
God.
blade. You
Oh,
are
God.
cursed. You are cursed
Yeah.
with the the obligation that if you refuse the Queen of Coin and Slaughter, then she gets your soul. But apart from that, it's a perfectly functional and indeed amazing weapon.
This won't bite us in the ass later.
Oh, not at all.
It's definitely not something that's gonna bite you in the ass later. You're the most impulsive D&D player I've ever seen, and I love it. Like honestly, this
Luna's
campaign
the
wouldn't
most
be the
impulsive
same
D&D
without
character.
Luna. Just like Luna doing Luna bullshit. I love it.
Yeah.
Like you sold your soul today. Last night you took, the gang to a Malar party where we ate a person.
No,
3 people to be exact.
several people.
Yeah.
3 assholes.
Huh. I mean, it's a team building exercise now, you know. When it comes
I mean,
down
a
to
leg
it,
of meat is a
Flint
leg of
might be
meat.
a coward, but he'll eat a person for you.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have multi-attack now, so that's good.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
It takes your bonus action still, and like the one thing I never got about it is it's a scimitar, so ergo it's a D6 light weapon that you can dual wield with. Dual wielding would effectively give you another scimitar attack with your offhand. It's the same
takes
thing.
your bonus
it's also
action.
+2.
I suppose
Yeah,
you
it's
can
plus
use a
two.
shield with it, but
Yeah.
Make up for that awful AC.
oof.
What is your
Getting
AC,
personal
Luna?
there. So it's still
16 now.
14. Okay, it's 16 now. We got you the breastplate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 16's okay.
And I
It's
have
about where you want to be.
cloak of protection. So.
Yeah,
I'm just
we'll get
waiting
you
for-
a horse and a lance too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the favor to be like, kill one of the
Kill
other
your
party
god.
members. Oh God, kill Nyx. No.
No.
That's pretty
Take
brutal.
Flint instead. Take Flint
Yeah,
instead.
so-
It's got to be something you care about, unless you're saying that you care about Flint.
No.
I feel like it's the person in the world she relates most to with.
Coin and slaughter, huh?
Roz. You and Roz seem to be hitting it off, so
You're gonna have to kill someone in cold blood. I'm pretty sure we're emphasizing on that slaughter portion of her name.
I think it's gonna be more on the coin side of it.
Pay a fee or kill somebody. That sounds
Go kill an
reasonable.
orphanage. There you go.
Yeah, right.
Pull-
Like
pull
go
a
kill
Anakin.
Growlad the Kind.
All right.
so yeah, we take the sheet back.
So,
Didn't even ask
D10,
for Lady
please. D12.
Why she's got wings.
Was that me? Sorry.
Yeah, D12 reserve.
Yeah, sure. It's a 4.
So yeah, the party returns back from the swamp. Debbie's got the sheep, and Luna has a new sword, which she just found in the swamp, which was nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Not even gonna ask.
That was eventful.
The gods know what she did to get that.
Right. 1d12, please. Is Raz there? We'll get a d12 from you.
All right.
Thank you. Forest Lady's giving out swords. A Raz, D100, thank you.
All right.
No
6
basis for a system.
Huh.
Critical fail. Critical success.
It's a 7.
Okay. Alright. So we're nearing Shadowdale at this point. We're only 5 or 10 miles outside of the town limits. And you hear but you hear some screams, and then suddenly 3 women are rushing in your direction. They have the simple garments of farmers' wives.
I will ride up to them.
Yeah, likewise.
Dragon!
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh no.
me.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn
Oh
it.
yeah, let's go.
Who was it that said we needed to fight another dragon?
Probably.
And just outside of Shadowdale again, too. So I'll
Someone,
fucking whip my bow out and kick my horse. Let's fucking do this.
someone has to stay with the column. I
That'll be
will.
you,
Go,
Robo.
yeah, go. I'll stay here. No more barbecues. I'll ride back to the column.
Well, what the hell am I supposed to do then?
I mean, no more eating people. Now go.
Fine.
So what the hell am I supposed to do then?
I don't know.
Oh, where's the dragon, ma'am?
You discover the junk that the women have left behind. It looks like they were carrying spinach and oats and barley in their baskets and presumably taking it into town for sale. But they've just dropped it and fucking run. And up ahead, you can see there are a group of ducks, like maybe 12 ducks, ducks and ducklings. And they've been turned to stone. They're little duck statues. And there is a 6-legged reptile, greenish blue, and this 6-legged greenish blue reptile is munging on the stone ducks. Probably at a distance of about 100 feet from where you are.
I'd rather fight a dragon.
Back up my horse.
Yeah.
A little bit here, just kind of clip clop, clip clop, clip clop.
Can I try to identify the creature?
Yeah, nature check.
Could I give him an advantage on that?
Yeah, sure.
In guidance.
What did you get?
Wait, would it be me or someone else? I thought someone else said they were doing it.
Oh, they're helping you, bro.
Oh, okay.
15.
Okay, 15 is good enough. It is a basilisk, a creature that turns things to stone, calcium specifically, and then eats the calcified remains.
Aha.
It's about 100 feet away, and it seems perfectly content munging on stone ducks.
We gotta get it out of the way. I mean, this thing
Yeah,
will
we
get
have to
something.
get rid of this thing.
If nothing else, I'm no expert, but I guarantee you that's got alchemical properties. I know wizard shit when I see it. I'd turn them ducklings to stone.
Let's see.
It's a monstrosity, right?
Yeah, not a beast, yeah.
Mhm.
It's a beast in the Witcher sense. It's a monster.
You probably shouldn't look it in the eyes.
What happens?
It's got a breath or something, doesn't it? I'm not familiar with 5e basilisks. This is the first time I've ever actually seen one.
Uh-huh. Same.
I've run into a few.
All I know is we're on horseback and we have bows, so...
How far away are we from it?
About 100 feet.
If we know it's a basilisk, we probably know
Is there?
its signature ability.
I mean, we see the evidence, but
It's just we can't look directly. Well, we can't make eye contact with it or something, right?
I'm not sure.
Something like that.
5e.
I thought it was a breath or something like that, but I might be thinking of like a cockatrice or something. I don't know.
That's a
Monstrosities are
different
all the
monster
same to me,
that
right?
breathes gas
You're
that turns you to
thinking of a
stone.
bogan.
Either way, I say we kill it.
Yep.
Yeah, we're killing it.
Fireball.
Huh?
Is there anything in range of a fireball that I would destroy by attacking it?
Oh, you could set fire to the forest, I suppose.
Perfect.
I don't know, that one druid we met. It would be a shame to have her like get in her good graces, and then there's
But there's
burn
also
that bridge.
basilisk harming animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're protecting the wildlife, not hindering it.
Alright, if you say so, but I bet you that me and Luna can drop it in 2 arrows. I just think it might be gratuitous.
Yeah.
Alright.
Should we roll it?
Maybe just a fire bolt, not a fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try and
Or
bring it down.
right, something more directional.
Like yeah.
Let's try fireball then.
I think we
Something
settled on fireball.
Yeah, fireball, not fireball.
I
to
meant
be clear.
firebolt. My voice gave
Oh.
out.
Alright. It knows that you're there, and it tries to warn you off by giving a grunt and a roar. But when you're not content to be chased off, I suppose we can roll for initiative.
Oh, now I start rolling good.
I don't.
Yeah, and the basilisk. For what it's worth.
Oh Jesus,
Ooh,
yeah.
jeez.
Arctic, your monsters in this campaign just have a thing with rolling 20s. Keeps
I
it
don't know.
interesting, I'll say that much.
Roll for the party token.
That was probably me. My
Could be.
token isn't on the map.
Oh,
Just
okay.
drop yourself down, yeah. Put yourself anywhere. It obviously doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay. Should I roll?
Oh, you can use the same roll. We know
Okay.
that it's you. All right. So Flint, this thing starts lurching towards you, but it's not a very fast creature in spite of its 6 legs. It lumbers in your direction.
Okay.
You're
So-
100 feet away.
I've ridden horses, but I wouldn't call myself by any means an expert. I'm gonna just try to like calm my horse and line up a shot here. Just stay still. And I'm gonna try and shoot the bastard.
Your horse goes wide-eyed as this apex predator approaches it.
Oh my god, sorry. Here we go.
So good. That'll do. I think that's enough. You don't get sneak attack, though, do you? Oh, do you from cunning action? From aim, yeah. Of course. Okay, cool. All right, so you injure the creature, and it charges you with its speed of 20. It makes it 40 feet. It'll be here in 3 rounds, darling.
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty horrible looking thing. I don't want to be anywhere near it, so I'm going to back up as much as I can. 30 feet.
30 feet? Yeah, cool.
I should still be in range of a guiding bolt.
Yeah, you'll still be 90 feet away, so that'll be fine.
The first level one, I think.
That's enough?
16 damage and advantage on the next attack.
Alright, the creature seems pretty severely injured at this point, and it veers off. It looks like it's going to make a break for the forest, or the farms. But it's still so slow that, although you see it turn at a 90-degree angle, it's slithering away like an obese Staffordshire Terrier. This big,
Oh,
fat Staffy that's wobbling with every step it makes.
Oh, I actually have a Stafford.
Yeah,
So,
me too. It's so cute.
Are they obese? Are they like big
Nah,
belly
They're
Staffies?
thick.
look,
It's just like that. Alright,
luckily mine's not chunky.
that's good. Alright, Raz. This thing's trying to get away. It doesn't want to put up with your shit. What do you think? Bang. Roast.
Not even a question.
That's a hit. Okay. The creature roars in pain and terror. Luna, it looks like you might be able to finish this one off as well.
Maybe. Go longbow. 16.
That'll do. That's enough.
12.
And you kill it. Thus proving that challenge rating is less of an indicator than strategy and tactics, right? Like, it's all. If you were to encounter this thing at a range of 5 feet, yeah, maybe it'll be pretty dangerous. But 100 feet away, no, it didn't have a chance. Okay, the basilisk is dead.
What was
Much
the CR?
like-
I think it's 5. CR5, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so yeah.
I don't know if it's quite that high.
I'll have a look. Oh, no, it's only 3. It's only 3.
Oh, yeah.
Even so, I mean, this just goes to prove you that the longbow is truly the superior combat invention and the best way to play Age of Empires 2.
Britain's a
how's
shit.
a basilisk?
I love
How's
it,
a
man.
basilisk
I win
challenge
every
rating
time.
3? And an intellect devourer's challenge rating 2.
I've seen shadows fuck up like level 8 parties.
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
drop 4 shadows on them. If they all gank up on one guy in a turn, they can drop, your strength 12 wizard down to like strength 2, and he's near dead.
My favorite combo of creatures is a roper and shadows. Like it's just disgusting.
Oh.
I've done
Oh.
that before. I'm a big fan of ghosts and ropers.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ropers are one of my favorite creatures.
Or spiders
No.
and ropers. Ropers
I
go
hate
good with
ropers.
like anything, man.
Well, no, I nearly lost a character to a roper.
Yeah, they are terrifying.
I love how much of a noob I am. I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
You're gonna love
Yeah.
when we do our
Oh.
Underdark section.
So Wednesday I might introduce a roper. Pyro. It'd be fine. I'm gonna go check out the corpse of this thing.
Ah, science.
No. Survival.
It's true.
No, I saw what Bitch just put in the chat for me.
Yeah, that's a roper, my friend. They are scary.
What a turn on.
The thing is, until they go to that, they look like a regular stalagmite or stalactite.
Yeah, completely
You get
indistinguishable.
ambushed.
If you can't,
so,
if they're
like-
not moving, you can't tell.
Your party leader, the person who's running first, your scout is just gonna get ganked by it immediately.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
at the front of their line and pitch Underdark.
And then grabs the wizard.
Aldar is just going to shoot an arrow at every stalagmite he sees. No, I was saying, because Debbie was talking about for our game. Guess who's back?
Back again. Like I didn't even get a turn on
Someone's
that.
putting this on YouTube. Don't get it demonetized.
You might be muted, Arctic, if you're back.
Oh, good lord! I hope we get to Shadowdale.
Please.
Some point in tonight.
Well, we keep
I'm relieved it wasn't actually dragons this fucking time.
I kind of wanted to fight a dragon. Not gonna lie.
And
I
Rules
wanna-
Rizul's back there keeping all the farm ladies nice and safe.
Yep. Don't worry, I got this, guys.
Yeah.
Air quote safe.
Ladies, the safest
very
place in
safe.
this entire region, this entire forest is on my lap.
Yeah.
Trust
In
me.
You're
my
just our
arms.
master
know.
Roshi, honestly.
Pretty.
I suppose that makes Luna Goku. I suppose that makes me, or am I or Devi Krillin? I'm not sure.
Oh, you're Piccolo.
Oh, there we go.
You were the bad guy.
Luna
Wait, wouldn't that
Yamcha?
make me Vegeta?
No, Piccolo was the bad guy first.
It's true.
He was.
So the question still stands: is Luna Yamcha?
No, she's Goku. Honestly, I know she gets knocked out all the time, but like personality-wise, like honestly, Luna, like I don't know how else to say this, but I think you like hit your head at some point when as a child, and it gave you superpowers.
Probably did.
It quote unquote dumped your intelligence stat.
Yeah.
What is Luna's
Needs more than
intelligence?
8.
Yeah. Oh man, even as a human, dude, that's low by human standards.
Oh yeah.
Mine's at least a 10.
Yeah, I got a flat 10. Hey.
My strength is an 8. I'm not strong boy.
Hey, that's the beauty of playing as a sorcerer. Is,
Yeah,
like,
you don't need it.
strength to hit people, because, like, I mean, your best weapon that you have is a fucking dagger, and that uses dexterity anyway. And you don't need to carry armor, so I mean, like, you don't really. That's usually the big reason why you need a high strength score, is because like your good armor requires that, plus weighs 20 to 120 pounds.
Oh come on, my splint's only 55.
Fair.
Or excuse me, 60. It's full plate. That's 55.
Really?
Yeah.
Unless you get it out of mithril, I think it gets heavier.
Yeah, then it's half the weight. You can have a strength requirement and no disadvantage on stealth. You gotta
Mithril would be
choose
nice.
honestly, like,
Don't worry,
at that
Arctic.
point-
I've never seen it.
Arctic, are you actually back?
I am actually back. Whose role was that? Was that Raz's, or that was Raz's, wasn't it? Yeah.
Can I harvest anything from the basilisk? That was, I think, the question asked as you were disconnecting.
What was the question?
Am I able to harvest stuff from the basilisk?
Yeah, survival check DC 15.
I'm gonna ask Luna for help
Yeah, I'll kind of
and
guide her.
guidance myself.
Yep. So you managed to get it, and if you want to collect the skin or the meat or the claws or whatever you want, by all means. But it's the eyes that have the that wizards crave so much.
Yeah, definitely taking the eyes.
What do you keep them in?
I have glass vials for you.
Yep. Good.
Yep. Yeah,
No
I'll
worries.
take the glass vials.
Put them
Let's
in a
see what
bit of
else.
brine.
I'll take the. I'll skin it.
Or something.
Let's see what else. Yeah.
Particularly
What else did I
strong,
take?
but they're quite pretty. They're quite metallic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a nice set of armor.
Yeah, it might be worth the sell. Actually, I'll take the hide so like we can taxidermy it later and maybe sell it to the guy who wants to fill stuff in his in
There you
Daredevil.
Yeah.
You could take
perfect.
the head, and we could
there
potentially
you go.
cure it for that one looking for the trophies. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's if you don't want the eyes, though. But I think you want the eyes.
Yeah,
You
we
take
want the
the eyes.
eyes.
Get glass eyes. You just
There you go.
fabricate some eyes.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I can make the eyes out of metal, so we're good.
Question is, do we want to sell these eyes, or do we want to make like a petrification poison? Because that could be interesting.
I don't think you want to make them poison.
Do we know how to make? Like, do we know how to make a
There's a way to do it.
poison?
I'm lagging.
Okay.
I'll just type it out.
Huh. Regardless,
Let's
I think
see.
we hang on to it for now. Oh, Razul's
Where
dying.
is she? Hey, Connie, this is her.
He said something bad to the ladies.
Oh, it's for a
Oh, Pascal's high. Oil of stone
oil of
flesh.
stone to flesh. Interesting. Oh, that's basically just 50 gold points for that then.
Yeah, 50. We can get 2 of them too, which might be helpful just in case.
Yeah, we could definitely do that then. That's interesting.
Nice.
God damn, that blindfold of dark vision. Holy fuck, do we need that?
Will the
I
Wisp.
mean,
That's 400, 500 GP. Plus
Oh,
Will o
man,
Wisp
I would-
Swords.
I would go to great lengths to get that.
Mhm.
I go to great lengths to get the Displacer Beast. Cloak of Displacement. But, you know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would. Wow, that would make you something else.
I wouldn't have to actually take the dodge action.
Hmm.
Is Displacer Beast a beast? Or is it a
It's technically
monster?
a monstrosity. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a la the owl bear school of beast, but
Yeah.
not a beast.
I can't just randomly hunt it down with my magic powers.
But hey,
Nope.
we got something off that list here.
Yeah.
And
it's
honestly,
not bad.
I'm sure we could like the skin. Honestly, that would be a good ingredient if you're ever gonna try to make bracers of unarmored defense.
Yeah, that
Oh,
would
yeah.
work. If you want those.
I would love to get those because it's hard to raise AC with unarmored defense. I'm sure some of our spellcasters could actually use it too.
Yeah, we
I
have
think
a
I
lot
might
of
be able
magic.
to make it, maybe? Depending on the rules. Because I have leatherworking.
Mhm. Well, the
Maybe.
craft thing isn't the hard part; it's the magic parts of it.
Yeah, and I have the access to the spell Shield of Faith. Like, I just gotta actually make DC freaking 10 rolls. I'm not bitter still.
You know, we'll deal with it. Maybe Roz can help. Roz, do you
There
have
we go.
Arcana?
I guess before we worry too much about magic items, do you want to take care of the horses? Now that
Yeah,
we're in
let's-
Shatterdale.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do it.
let's finish taking the horses back to Shatterdale.
Before we get too far ahead of ourselves.
Alright. You have returned to Shadowdale, and there is much rejoicing as we bring back their livelihood and their livestock. Indeed, you are truly heroes, which is kind of ironic, because when you brought the dragon in, people thought that was pretty cool, but when you bring the sheep home, you're a hero.
Fair.
Heroes that not 2 nights ago, one half of the party participated in cannibalism. Dirty sequence.
Unbelievable.
I mean, if you count Nix as a party member, that's like over half the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Mixed
A little
as
bit of
party member.
cannibalism never hurt anybody.
I mean, I was peer pressured into it, but that's every religion for you.
Uh-oh, what's Mike Bison saying?
Oh no. I'm sorry, Mike. I can't tell you that, but
Mike
I'm
Bison
sorry.
made it here. Fine.
Ha! You ate me.
Who told him that we
So-
ate humans?
Yeah, jeez.
Mike Tyson knows all.
If I wanted to say purchase a horse,
purchase a horse at the regular price of 75 gold.
Okay.
So we traded 76 sheep for 1 horse.
That's right.
Yes, but now I'm the rightful owner of this particular horse.
All right. So we are able.
Yeah,
Are we able to return them safely,
Yeah.
Arctic, for the agreed upon sums?
Absolutely, and everyone is genuinely delighted. And so well they should be, because you have returned productivity to their farms.
All right. 3136, and there's what? How many of us? 6.
Yeah.
520 gold each, and I'll put the remainder in the party fund, I guess, unless you guys want the 2 gold, 6 silver.
No.
No.
Round up.
Oh, it's 520 each?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
520?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the total 6 ways.
Yeah.
Do they have any war horses available?
No.
No? Oh, okay. We didn't nag any with the even with the Zentarum ranches, no?
They just don't have war horses here. You know, they have riding horses. They don't train their horses for war.
That's fair. I was hoping maybe we
I'm-
stole one from the Cavalier.
I'm gonna go over to the dwarves and pay the other 400 gold I owe for my full plate.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, they're probably a quarter way done.
Devi, would you like to help me make a dragon bone or dragon tooth short sword? Please?
I said sure.
Oh, cool. Cool. Alright, that's nice. If I provide you with the frankincense, do you want to try and enchant it for me too?
Yes, if I can get some assistance from probably Roz and your daughter, because I know she helped with Bless last time, and I used guidance, and then the advantage hopefully from Roz, because you have you're proficient in Arcana, aren't you, Roz?
I'm what?
Do you have the Arcana skill trained?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll pick up 500 gold from Kim Arctic, and then give that to Debbie to help with the enchantment process.
Excellent. Yeah, go ahead and make the rolls.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
everyone gets 2 plat bars each. There's 12 of them.
How much are the bars worth?
250.
Yeah, assuming we want to divvy them out equally, of course. Otherwise, I'm happy also leaving them in the fund. Whatever you guys reckon.
Yeah, I think leaving in the fund for now is fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, let's leave them
I'm
in the
okay with
fund.
that.
A group
Yeah,
thing.
We can save that for like enchanting costs or like something else. Maybe I
Or
want to.
building a castle.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, building a castle. Potentially starting up other businesses, i.e., snake farms.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
How many people can use Mage Hand to milk the snakes? Is it just me?
Probably just
Hey.
you.
Just
I've
me.
never heard of someone milking a snake before.
Yeah, I don't have mage hand.
That's how you get the venom.
You,
That is the technical term. He's right.
Yeah.
It's called milk.
Really?
Yeah,
yeah.
milk a snake for its venom.
I did not know this.
Yeah. You like
Take it
put a thin
over
piece
jar.
of cloth basically over a jar and shove their fangs through it and let them inject their venom into it. It's called milking it.
No, I was just assuming this is all in character, right?
Yeah.
Well, he knows what a basilisk is, so he probably knows how to milk a snake.
Fair.
Right?
Too far of a stretch to me.
Huh. Seemed like a natural fit for Death Wish.
That is why you use Mage Hand.
See, I just,
It's kind of
don't
grab
get
'em.
bit. I
Yeah.
just got quick hands, fam.
Well, you got slow hands.
Uh, Does anyone sell scrolls here?
They
No?
do. The scroll's up to 4th level.
Okay. I need to buy some scrolls for anything that I can use that's not fire. Using my spell slots for fire, I'm using scrolls for otherwise.
I use my
I'm gonna go ahead and start the enchanting process. So, I have con save first, right?
Yeah, I can't remember where it's listed.
Did you?
Oh
pin
no, I
it?
don't remember. I don't think I did. No.
Yeah, you did.
We pinned
did I?
it
Good.
in the Discord channel, I think is
good.
where it is, right?
DC
Yeah, there
11.
it is.
DC 11.
11 con save and intelligence DC 11. Alright. Alright, con save.
Oh,
Cool.
wow.
Oh,
Not even a sweat.
Hilarious.
see,
That was
I'm more confident now.
Now for the role that matters here.
Yep, and I have someone giving me advantage.
There you go.
Hey, good enough.
I will take it.
Alright.
So is that a +1 short sword for Rizul?
Yep.
Thank you, Devi.
Very nice.
Outstanding work as usual.
Yep.
I do have a question here. There's a clicking talk. Oh my god, I've been up for a while. A ticking clock. Holy shit, words are hard. With the Underdark mission, what are we thinking on that?
Oh,
I'm hoping to have full play by the time I go down there.
Well, they were saying that they were gonna wall it up if we don't go deal with it. In which case, it's quite literally a door being shut and dooming your childhood friend.
Was he a
You can't
good friend?
expect to wait a month when Drow have kidnapped someone and expect them to ever see them again. Like,
Yeah.
waiting 3 days makes it unlikely you'll ever see them again. You've already waited a week. Waiting a month, like, people don't usually last a month in the Underdark.
So it's pretty much either we go now or we consign your friend and close the door.
How long was he missing before he even came?
3 days. So it's been about a week now.
Do we have, I'm sure it's dark in the Underdark, right? Never
Sure
been.
is.
Would light be useful? I have that as a cantrip, and I can attach it to
Sure as
stuff.
fuck would.
Will definitely.
Because we're gonna need to carry with, every individual oil flask, every torch, everything. We're gonna need to carry that all with us.
Alright.
And if we do have, at some point, we're gonna meet up and have, I guess a business meeting, Flint will strongly argue against it.
Against?
Going into the Underdark.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a bad idea on a lot of different levels, and we're into some crazy shit, but that's a whole different kind of crazy.
Yeah, I say we out of character. I say we skip it because we just have so much other stuff to do, and it's already been a week. The chances of actually finding him alive are nil.
I don't know if that's true, but I'm giving you an in-character out that you can blame Flint.
Yeah, okay, I'll blame Flint.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't need any more motivation to,
Oh, they brought it?
have reason to be angry at Flint. I just like it being angry at Flint. It's fun.
Carefully, keep that up, and he might just start thinking you like him.
I mean, you know, we'll see. We'll see how the relationship develops down the line.
I suppose it's a bad time to ask. You want to try to enchant this longbow too?
It would have to be another day, but yeah.
Yeah, I suppose if we're not doing that, I would strongly argue to do the castle next. Is to like claim the ruins more or less. It's probably our next step.
Take it as
Weren't we
ours.
talking on building basically a home base there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
How
Like a
long?
snake.
We can have our snake pit there too. Yeah.
exactly. We can do all kinds of different shit, but story-wise, I think that it's wise for them to have a fortification in the Dales that could withstand an actual siege.
Mm-hmm.
And
Especially since there's
that,
like a lot more.
that there's an actual war going on and they're working their way south. Yeah, exactly. So something in between Shadowdale and Daggerdale would provide a place that the civilians could run to, and on less noble terms, if we have a castle, we can collect taxes.
Later. Not yet.
I mean, that
Yeah,
just
I mean-
spells noble for me. Oh.
We'll get there, yeah. It will essentially... I don't think noble would be the right term for it, but tax collectors.
Overlords.
Overlords, tyrants, dictators.
This means I get
Communism.
fired.
Leveling up, hey.
Yeah, level up.
Now, do we want to take some downtime in Shadowdale and like enchant weapons, wait for my armor to finish, like get stuff done?
I think so.
And if so, how much time do we want to take? Question is, how much time is my armor going to take to finish?
It's gonna take a month.
Yeah.
Was it a month?
So, yeah, it's a full month to make full plate, and so it's and so you've done about a week so far. So you've still got 3 weeks to wait.
Do you want to do the castle first, and then take a slightly longer, like a month off or so? Of building the
While we
castle.
rebuild the castle, yeah.
I
That's
say
not a
we
bad
take
idea.
like
We
a
have to go
few
and clear it
days
too.
here, and then we go clear the castle. Like that allows us to do things like we can try to do some enchanting, we can pick up spell scrolls, manufacture poisons. Heck, we could even like horseback. How long would it take to like get in between Shadowdale and Dagger Falls? That
About
would-
75. You could do 75 miles a day, so you could get there in a single day if you rode your horse,
Okay.
you know, really hard.
Okay.
How much is
You wouldn't have time
horse?
to. You wouldn't have time to stop in for a beer though. That's kind of sacrilege. How much is a riding horse? 75.
Alright, I'll get one too.
Is the aim a UA cunning action? It is, hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And were there any other cunning actions involved in the UA, or was it just the hide?
That's the only thing they added in for rogues.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's appropriate, honestly. Like being able to just like stand still and line up your shot. It's real dramatic.
It's a good rule. Like I can understand why they didn't introduce it in the first place, but after playing 5th edition for a bunch of years, the number of times I've seen rogues hide for no fucking reason, you know, except to get the bonus. Aim's just a good option.
Yeah, you just can't move, which I think.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, they've done well. I mean, like, I'm biased. I love the game, but I think that they've done really well with 5th edition. I think it's one of the best designed games, you know, of any kind.
It's imperfect, but on the whole, I don't say it has any one individual flaw that makes it like upsetting. Like I think
It's
2
so
weapon
big,
fighting
you know?
isn't as good as it
Yeah.
should be, but there's a lot of
Yeah,
small
I agree
gripes
with
that I have.
There's
Monk
little
should
things
be
here.
better.
The default ranger is made for a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's It's not bad. It's just not what everyone wants to play.
It's really good in a pure like RP game, or like if you're playing Tomb of Annihilation. If you're playing like hardcore mode Tomb of Annihilation, having a good ranger is like necessary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so spend 7 days here, downtime, then go raid the castle, then take a little bit of a longer stint.
If
And
you guys,
also level up.
Yeah.
level up.
We're
Would I
leveling up
be
now.
able-
Yeah, level up now. Yeah.
All right.
Would I be able
Yeah.
to easily go to Bright Blade Tombs and grab that shield to make my cloak?
I'll go with you.
Or
Roz
that
will probably
involves
go along.
multiple encounters.
Hold on, where are we? What's going on with Brightblade Gems?
That ancient shield that I used to make a cloak of protection.
Oh yeah. I'm busy making plus weapons for people, so I don't know if I can do that.
There are other people here in Shadowdale, a bunch of mage rights, which is like an apprentice mage that helps out in industrial stuff, just like this, forging magic weapons and cloaks and so on. For 100 gold pieces, you'll be able to commission a mage right to give you any sort of assistance that you can't take care of yourself.
Huh. If that's the case, if you guys are willing to let me pull a little bit out of party funds.
What's that for? Sorry, I would just AFK.
Just a little bit of gold out of party funds to help me enchant this longbow.
Oh, go for it, man.
Basically, commissioning a third party to give you a hand manufacturing magic items.
Yeah, so that'd be an extra 100 gold. So that's what it's.
600.
Is that 600 or 1100? I don't remember which. I suppose I can pull it up and just see for myself.
You have the weapon, so it's 500 gold of incense to burn.
Okay. If I could pull 200 from party funds to help pay for this, that would be
Do it.
grand. Alright.
Boom, all yours.
Yeah, I don't know if they need to make rolls for it or if it's an accepted thing that happens or what.
The mage right gives you advantage on your own check.
Oh, Jesus. That's not good.
So, Devi would still be doing it. You're not.
Might go through our
I can
trade
still do
notes.
it. I'm just reading right now. Spells. I might. Dahlia, do you have Revivify?
Yeah, I might. I was considering taking it as my new spell for this level.
Okay, because I might drop it.
Yeah, I was going for more of a support role anyway, so I'll take that if you want to be more of a frontline cleric.
Well, I'm trying to fill it in the blank of I don't have a range spell.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Having a guiding bolt type ability is really, really nice. Better having something you can teleport or speed up with.
Yeah, because if you drop
Hey,
Revivify, I'll
by
take
the
it.
way, sorry to interrupt, but Raj, you can roll hit points twice and take the highest of the two. Or you can just take the average. It's up to you. If you prefer to take the average, by all means. Otherwise, just roll twice and take the higher.
Most of us roll, but it might happen where, like, me with my barbarian level and I roll a 1 and a 2 and then cry every time.
Mate, we're gonna hit 15th level and still be hearing about that.
Dude, I think about it every time I roll a dice. Like, I've been rolling
thought
8s
about that.
lately.
Yeah, when I saw you rolling your hit points, that's what I was thinking. Got more from this level than the barbarian. But anyway,
I
You
know.
wanna bring
I
it
think
up?
it every time, and it hurts me.
yeah.
My inner min maxer is crying.
I always take average because I'm so terrified of
Rolling the 1.
rolling one.
I'll have
Or
to do
just
the math, but if I rolled good this level, I'm pretty sure I'm back on average here because I've rolled, I think, a 7 and 2 8s for my last 3 levels. So.
How many turns? Or how many levels?
Yeah, fucking level 6. It was rough having 17 hit points at level 2, being a frontliner. Okay, so is Devi able to make these checks?
Yeah. Just give me a minute. I'm still
Okay.
figuring
Oh
out.
no, I'm just curious. I mean, if we're able to have somebody else, I think I think like Dahlia or not Roz. Sebastian's my horse. Shit.
I don't have training on Arcana, I don't think.
Oh, fair. Yeah. You got religion though, so we got the skills spaced out. Oh.
You know, maybe I should have Rizul covered and have ceremony.
Hmm.
Hey, I'm already married.
Yeah, well, I have one wife.
Luna, just my 2 cents. I think you should stick Ranger for now, but that's just me. Ha, Warlock. Oh fuck. Get some Hexblade in there.
I wonder, are you guys cool with me going through our trade goods and just palming off, like, basically converting the goods to coin? Because we have, like, a shitload of stuff in this column here.
Yeah, we've stacked up quite a bit. I am fully down with that. I think
Yeah.
All right, I might
we
take care of
take
that
what
stuff.
we can here and
All right.
try and make some investments here. Some expensive investments, like +1 plate mail and a +1 short sword.
Yeah.
I might see if I can get my started armor going as well.
Are you going for
During
some
your
+1
time here in
Go ahead.
during your time here in Shadowdale, you will hear rumours of an elven burial ground having been plundered on the eastern eaves of Cormethor. No one can tell you exactly where it is. It's kind of more a rumor than everything else. But the way it's working, right, is certain unscrupulous merchants have been turning up with elven relics that they've dug out of elven tombs. And people put 2 and 2 together. We've got a lot of historians in Shadowdale, and people have basically been able to ascertain that the Elven Burial Ground hasn't been used in 500 years. Someone must have breached it and has begun plundering it. So it's not exactly a quest. No one says, go to the Elven Burial Grounds and stop people from plundering it. But it's happening. And so there's another option on the cards for you. If you want it. Maybe Kim Caravan brings it up. As you'll notice, he pays 200% for Mithranor artifacts. Maybe it should be called Elven artifacts because these Elven burial ground items would fall under that category.
Yeah, because didn't he tell us as well? He has come into ownership of a shop. Or he came into ownership of something in there. Because he's just, I can't remember the story.
No, I can't remember.
Yeah, that's alright.
So yeah, the last thing you want is another quest option, but there you go. Elven items, Elven magic.
What is the base market value of Elf Wart? Because we have 5 patches. Unless we want to keep those for potions, I assume we'll do that maybe instead. What do you guys think?
With what again?
The elf. We found some elf wart, and it makes for good potions of healing or antitoxin.
Yeah, let's say we hold on to that.
Okay, no problems.
So we can craft health potions, though. What do we need to do that? Can Dahlia do that?
No, I haven't got
Or
herbalism
would
or
that
anything
be
like
a
that.
cooking thing?
I mean, I can definitely make antitoxins out of them, but I think we have better uses of them. But it's not a bad use to get a bunch of antitoxins in reserve.
I reckon we sell the fresh rations, keep the iron ones. No one's gonna buy holy symbols of Bane here, are they? Do you want to melt those down for
Fuck
crafting?
that, yeah. Melt them down.
I can convert them to trade bars with my channel divinity.
Alright, we'll do that then. That's good.
Takes me an hour, and I have 2 channel uses of channel divinity to now. Woo!
Nice. And just values for squirrel furs and fox pelts as well, Arctic. I think we picked them up from the ranches, but I don't think we got a value for them.
Oh, they don't have a value on them?
I don't think
10
so.
gold each.
10 gold each? Okay.
Yeah, then take it as 10. There might be that'll do. I think that's what they offer. There's a price somewhere for it. Anyway, 10 gold.
Alright, if I'm going to be taking Revivify, I'm going to need some diamond dust.
I think that's appropriately pulled from party funds.
Yeah, I agree.
The save your life juice is definitely, that seems like a worthy investment.
See, yeah. The interesting thing about me having Revivify is that normally you have to touch a creature to cast Revivify, but I can Revivify someone from 30 feet away.
Nice.
Honestly,
Which is pretty
like
neat.
it's the Divine Soul Sorcerer is such an interesting character build in 5e. Like doing a full support character like that.
If I just if I can get 100 gold or so from the party funds, that'll give me enough for two uses.
No,
Lots of
take the
diamond
full
dust.
6 out of party funds. Like that is
Get
literally
a couple,
members' lives. Like there's no better use of party funds, in my
pretty
opinion.
much. How much are we sitting on in the party funds right now?
I'm just cleaning up our things now. Before I add all of this stuff, it's 821 gold, and then all the platinum bars too. And then we're going to be getting.
I'll wait until you're done with the
We're gonna be getting
bookkeeping
all this
before I
as
take
well.
anything out.
Let me see. Brings us
So
up
can
to
I
1200 gold, pretty much.
take the basilisk hide and make a set of bracers out of it?
What kind of bracers?
Potentially, but the basilisk skin's probably not worth enough for it to cover the cost. So you might be able to make it the bracers, but then you'd have to add gems or gold filigree or something as well. Yeah.
Okay.
But it is a start.
Yeah. Let me see.
Get some like dinosaur hide or something underneath that. Get some nice thick leather to put underneath that, and then we're
Maybe
talking.
some. Keep it warm.
I mean, if we
What
wanted
about
to, we could use dragon leather for it.
Yeah, or the golden fleece I have too.
That's only if you wanted to put your weapon, but not weapon, your item towards that.
Yeah, that can be separate.
I reckon, yeah, if you need diamonds or mats for big spells like that, then yeah, take them. Crucial, right?
I think so. Like that's literally a character's life. 'Cause, like, if you need diamonds or mats for big spells like that, then yeah, take them. Crucial, right? I think so. Like that's literally a character's life.
'Cause, like, if you need diamonds or mats for big spells like that, then yeah, take them. Crucial, right?
100%. So we're rocking around, without doing all the math, that's about a little under $3,000 in walking around change, right?
In the party fund, it's over because the 12 platinum bars
Over
alone are
3 grand?
3k. So we have about
Oh, is that
4.2.
Okay. So that lets us try to like throw a good bit into enchanting, and I say we throw around until we're sitting at about 3k, and then we hang on to that.
Okay.
Maybe like invest in businesses or something else. So
Yeah.
anybody else have shit they want to get enchanted? I was gonna try to get my bow. I think Luna wants to get that longsword, although you might have something better now.
Yeah, I don't need the longsword anymore.
Huh. It's like, well, if
I
I'm
don't
done
want to
with
play
it-
with you anymore.
Oh no, I'd still keep it 'cause it's an awesome status symbol.
Right.
But
now you've got a slightly Bedine looking sword.
that goes really, really fast.
Aside from me, is there anybody trying to enchant anything?
Not until my armor's done.
Suppose
Okay.
not.
Oh, I'm gonna buy some hand axes and shit now, don't I? Hang on a second. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
I
like
don't think
hand
I have
axes.
any magic items, but I'm not sure what I'd ask for.
Do you want the cloak of protection that we can make?
Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna use Sanctuary as a little bit extra.
Interesting.
Don't kill me.
It's also
Yeah.
plus $1 saving throws too.
Well, I got
keeping
I
I've
think-
got favored by the gods for that.
Luna, I hate to tell you this, but I think you're the one who benefits the most from that.
Oh, I don't want to have 3
Yeah.
magic items, like 3 good magic items before anyone else.
I mean,
Well, what
I
other
don't know how to say it. You earned it. You're winning at D&D.
Ugh. I have the Ring of Fire Protection too.
Oh, that's right. But yeah. Like, I don't need that. I have fire protection base as part of my class. Like,
I mean, if you wanted to give it up, shit, I'll fucking I'll give up my next share or something. Shit,
Yeah, that sounds fair to me.
only if you wanna.
I mean, the sword is a blessing and a curse. Let's be honest.
that's
Yeah,
fair.
like you're gonna pay for it one way or another. Yeah. Or like letting Arctic make you do something. Like I don't know how I would feel about that.
Common
I'm
strain of
excited.
sleep.
Right.
Arctic, the armor enchantment says here 500 gold, frankincense armor, and then any gemstone or precious metal worth 500 gold. We need both. Do we need both materials? So 1,000 gold total of materials, including the armor, or is it one or the other? Either. Okay.
Both, yeah.
Both. Okay, sure. Right.
Yeah, it's what we call alchemical gold. Alchemical gold disappears into the ether when you use it. So, yeah, it's no longer exists. It's gone to heaven, gone to gold heaven.
Yeah. Okay.
Mount Celestia.
That's right.
Yeah, or wherever Gorng's from.
That's it. Possibly hell, since money is the root of all evil.
That's true. Well, this has all been going on. Could I have made it to Blade Tombs and back?
Yes, but it's an adventure.
Okay.
All right. Solo quest. Okay, you can start by rolling random encounters.
Oh boy.
This is all on horseback, so is it 1 per day or?
Yeah, just one. Just roll a d100.
Okay.
One quick aside. If you told anybody, I would try to get somebody to go with.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
else
was planning.
will-
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you
I was
can
planning
at
on doing
least
it.
take Roz with you.
Okay. So 1d100.
So
Just a d100, yeah. 25. Okay. I like these
can
guys.
tell us of your demise.
Yeah.
And we never saw her again.
Means we get a cut
Alright.
forward
Ariak all over again.
I won't make up the map just yet, but if required, we will. About halfway between Shadowdale and Daggerdale, maybe on the Daggerdale side, getting close to the Old Fort Inn, you are jumped and surrounded by 12 young men. They've set up a barricade over the road. You can try to jump it with your horses if you want, but if the horses fail, they'll probably break their legs. And there are 12 young men. They wear scarves and hoods to cover their faces. They are armed with slings and wood axes and machetes and pitchforks, and they are here to rob you.
Sure.
Surrender your purses or be on your way, says their leader, who has chainmail and 2 handouts. You're from Daggerdale, aren't you, Debbie?
Yeah.
Luna, I mean.
North of
You recognize these guys. Maybe it's the birthmark that gives them away. Maybe it's the way they stand. But you grew up with these kids. These are a bunch of just idiot boys who've turned to banditry. There's Barry. There's Kaz. There's Daryl. You know these kids.
Dazza.
But they're Dazza. But Daz has put on a bandana. Now he's a fucking hardened bandit. Yeah. And you're getting robbed. Give up
Guys.
your purses, wench.
Guys, don't. You know who I am.
You're outnumbered. There are 12 of us and only 2 of you.
I could take on 20 of you. You're nothing. Get out of my way.
Make an intimidate or persuasion roll since you were up.
Could I have advantage on that since I know them and they're idiots?
Yeah, alright.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'll
I
reroll
think I have a
that.
-2 to intimidation.
How do you have a -2?
why didn't
Oh.
I roll intimidation? That's like one of my. I have +6 on intimidation.
Alright, how would you intimidate them, Raz? What were you doing?
Move aside or burn.
We are the Ninja Rangers! You will not survive this
Oh my
assault!
god. The ninja.
Oh, that was Nix's intimidation, but yeah, whatever.
Right. Oh, guys, he's making magic! He's making fire magic! Oh! And the Ninja Rangers run away.
Jeez.
Please say they were.
Holy shit.
Please say they were all commoners.
They're all commoners. What? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what they are. Chaotic neutral commoners.
Idiots.
All right. So you make it all the way to Dagger Falls, or rather the Old Fort. Do you stop at the Old Fort?
Yeah, why not for a drink?
Hmm?
All right. He's pretty stoked. He tells you about a group of adventurers that came through here maybe a week ago. Real dickheads. They called themselves the Razor's Edge. And the Razor's Edge was like an old wizard and a halfling assassin and a couple of others. They were entirely forgettable except for being such downright tricks that he can't really forget them. They did more damage than they spent money, and then they left without paying the bill anyway. So if you do see them, tell them that they owe him 76 gold pieces.
Want me to
Big
crack
deal.
their skulls too? We got the
Well, he thinks yes, except for they are an adventuring party, and he wouldn't want to, underestimate their danger.
That's fair. Well,
How
I'll
many of
spend
them did they
extra-
say there were?
There's 4.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend
Alright.
about 20 while I'm there for the night.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And in the
I'll
morning,
tell about the
you
dragon, the basilisk, and got the horses.
he heard about that dragon. He didn't realize it was you, but he had a feeling it might be.
I'll show off
He
the sword.
regrets leaving the party, but time constraints. He explains. I wanted to start a legitimate business. Here we are. All right. So you make it all the way to Dagger Falls the next day, and do you stop in at Dagger Falls even briefly?
I would just continue on. It's only about noon
All
there.
right. All right. So you just ignore Dagger Falls, keep going. You get to the Brightblade Tombs, And when you start rummaging around it, you can see that somebody has been here recently. Perhaps a party of adventurers.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Wah, wah. Well, is the secret passageway still open, or?
The secret passageways have been discovered, including some of the secret passageways that you didn't discover. The whole place has been looted, picked clean. They took fucking everything.
You mean the rusty old shield?
They took it all. If it was worth a gold piece, they took it.
Rip.
Shucks.
Are we able to track them?
You can, tracking people is pretty hard on the road, but when you get back to the Daggerdale, you will discover the Razor's Edge are living it up. They have made fucking bank because they discovered a relic called what's it called? The Dirge of the Beardless King, and it's literally priceless. In one of the hidden alcoves within the Brightblade tombs, they discovered the Dirge of the Beardless King, and it basically rewrites dwarven history. That's how important it is.
Oh. Oh, see.
They are now ultra rich, and they're considering retiring.
Hey, knuckleheads. Try to scream at them over the bar.
Are you talking to me? Says the wizard.
Yeah, you owe my friend some gold.
Oh god. Are you gonna wizard fight him again?
I'm gonna take him to the pits.
Don't owe you anything, fool.
Look, he tore up my friend's bar. He just wants a little bit of gold back. You didn't pay your bill.
Pay a thing. But the human ranger says, he comes up to you and says, look, how much do we owe?
50 gold, don't worry about it.
Sure. I hate this asshole. I'm trying to convince my partner that we should just split. I'm done with these people. Here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for the confusion.
no problem.
You had better get out of here, lest I lose my temper.
Yeah, whatever, short stuff. I'll turn to walk away.
Hold me back.
Hold me back. You're lucky he's holding me back. Hold me back. Hold me back.
Yeah. Roz is just gonna like lean over to Luna and be like, "You sure you don't want to fight him?"
I mean, kind of, but it's kind of a history in this town about fighting wizards in bars. I really doesn't pay
That's okay. The rest of the party's up there. It's not going to be a TPK. It'll just be 2 players.
Yeah.
We only lost like 4 characters against a wizard.
Oh,
You can
God.
always just wait for them to leave, and I can fireball the fuck out of them.
No, don't fireball the town. It's
I'll
fine.
probably leave the town.
Is it? Don't. No. Just don't.
Fine.
I'm
You're
all for
being
random slaughter too, but these guys are just assholes. They're not a threat to anyone. They're big shots.
If we run into him on the roads or something, though. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, different story.
crack some knuckles, you know.
Yeah, crack some skulls, man.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess you return to Shadowdale empty-handed.
Well,
That was fun.
I saw Rex.
How's he faring?
The lizard, yeah. How's he going?
Doing pretty alright. He had some thugs walk into his bar the other day. But not too bad. Making a living.
You find what you needed in Brightblade?
Oh, those are the same assholes stole everything. Picked the
Sure, the
place clean.
dwarves weep for their ancestors.
Well, apparently they found some relic, and now dwarf kind is different. Turns out like a human was in charge of everything for a while or something. I don't know.
Huh.
All
I
politics.
wanted to fight them.
I'm sure there'll be time to fight them.
And what is our plan now that we've secured all the cattle and livestock and we have ourselves a bit of coin? do we turn our gaze to Castle Daggerdale? We still need to figure out who's occupying the castle for the time being.
I would like to make one trip by Dagger Falls itself, but yeah, I think that's the next step.
Yeah.
Where's Daggerdale?
Or
Everything.
So Daggerdale
It's-
is the
yeah.
region.
Dagger Falls, sorry.
Um,
Yeah, Dagger Falls.
Well, perhaps what we can do is we will do... Why don't we repeat what we did last time? We can pass by Castle Daggerdale again, scope the place out, see what's changed since we last went, and then carry on to Dagger Falls. You can take care of your business there, Flint, and then we can make a decision.
Yeah, there's a couple of things, namely, like, I'll tell Brazul this in confidence, but I want to make some closer contacts with the Thieves Guild here.
So we start talking about how good the fish are this time of year, but it's a chat about the...
Yeah.
Sure, cool, yeah, alright.
Beautiful apple juice you can get up there.
Yeah.
Apple juice, like we keep talking about apple juice.
Yeah, cider's pretty good too, yeah. No, that's cool, sweet.
No, fuck cider, apple juice. We're talking about good shit here, none of that cider crap.
Yeah.
I like cider.
I can use criminal
I-
contact to find out where the good apple juice is.
Oh, you got criminal contact?
Yeah, I have a criminal background as an enforcer.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
well. See, like, we like to keep a low profile here. Flint will kind of, like, put his arm over your shoulder. But, keep quiet. We all get paid.
I'm not sure if you've ever seen a fire.
Oh no, we were all there when we saw you drop, like, what, 18 Zentarum soldiers with a single spell?
Oh, don't worry. I saw you kill all those kids. It's like I'm personally think of myself as a connoisseur of watching wizards incinerate children, but like you're one of the best.
I try.
That we've seen so far.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of the wizard, like the Zentarum wizards, man, frontline shit. They're like you can hang with the best of them, kid.
Wait, how old is your character?
31.
Okay, I'm like 3 years younger, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not 4.
You
When are
don't
we going
actually
to-
have thieves' cant though, do you?
I don't have thieves' cant, but
Oh.
you know,
Could that be the language you learned at level 5?
is that a thing?
I mean, if you had the right background to it, like, I mean, Arctic said that Druidic and Thieves' Cant were kind of special, but, like, you with your background could probably make a good argument for it, and I think Luna could make an argument for learning Druidic now.
Neither of them will apply. You have to take the class feature. They're not languages.
Never mind.
Is it possible to pick up thieves' tools here in Daggerdale? Shadowdale, Arctic.
Yeah, yep.
Cool. I might grab a set of those. I'll go swing past Eric. Maybe he's got someone there that can pass them on.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
But I'll pick up a set of those too.
So now the books have been done, I guess decide how much we want to spend on diamond dust.
I say take a couple hundred, dude. Like 5 charges for it seems like a reasonable amount. That's what.
Well, one charge is
1500.
300 gold pieces.
Yeah, 1,500 for all of that.
I will pay for my own with my own money, personally, and I will tell you in Badine that I would very much like to be brought back to life if I were to ever perish,
Okay.
because I want to see those sands again. So here's 300 gold. You're a great kid.
Make sure to save a spell slot just for you.
As your godparent, I tell you, don't do it. Rest in peace.
Let the old
Right.
man rest.
That's right.
So 5 charges out of party funds and an additional charge out of bitches funds for 6 in total.
And that is how much total?
I think it'll be 1,500, right?
Yeah, 1,500 plus
Yeah, so the 1800 altogether if you count. Yeah.
So 1500, not including mine. Okay. So we'll say
There's
like,
our investment.
so there's like 1,000 gold flat, and then 2 trade bars brings us to the amount.
Perfect.
Excellent. All right.
Here's an idea. If we just kind of make those into little like pouches and we just keep them on our necks. Yeah. That way you just
True,
have the
although
material component right there.
I can cast it from a distance though, being a sorcerer. From 30 feet away, I
that's
can cast Revivify.
even better.
So you get a giant bag of dust.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Big satchel of dust, of just diamond dust.
Just silver dust. It's kind of dangerous, honestly, carrying almost 2,000 gold worth of silver dust. Or diamond dust. Diamond dust.
How much are thieves' tools? Does anyone know off the top of their head?
50.
25 or 50? Are they 50?
I think
Pretty sure 50.
All right.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
my guess.
The fun tools are usually 50.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so there's a good chunk of our party funds there, but that's a sound investment.
All right.
Oh, the rolls for the enchanting. Can we get that out of the way?
Right. Enchanting. I already enchanted the sword.
We're going on the bow here.
Right. Alright. Bow next. Con save.
I did pay for the help, so I'm not sure if that helps you on any of your saves or anything like that.
Right. Normal. There.
Oh god, that was close.
Alright, and then their advantage on Arcana because of the help.
Easy.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So that is now
Wonderful.
a Limbo.
That is wonderful.
All right. I'm gonna have to bounce, guys. Thanks for today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
Alright.
right, man.
Sorry.
See you soon.
I'll catch you soon.